Well, good evening and happy Valentine's Day. Friday night, February the 14th. It's high school basketball on a Friday night here in Burkesville as the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes take on Cumberland County. We've got the guys playing first tonight. You would have thought, Chad Withrow, the girls would play first, it being Valentine's Day.
Yeah, they put the boys first tonight, and a little different than what we're used to, but we're here and cold and ready to go.
Yep. Well, let's hope the shooting isn't cold tonight for the Trojans and Trojanettes as they take on the Lady Panthers and Panthers. And Cumberland County Panthers coming in at 6-17 on this season. They've only won 2 of their last 7 ball games. Lost to Monroe County on Tuesday night by a score of 59-50. And then they defeated Metcalfe County just a week ago tonight by 28 points, 79-51. In that ball game, their leading scorer, Dawson Smith, had 28 points in that game. And they shot almost 56% from the field as a team, 34 of 61 against the Hornets. And that was a district game, by the way. And the way the district is set up right now, Clinton County will play Metcalfe County first round of the district tournament, and Cumberland County will play Russell County in the first round of the 16th District Boys Basketball Tournament, and it will be played at Russell County this year. The Trojans come in 18-8 on the season. They defeated Russell County Tuesday night by a score of 70-63. Trojans shot 42.6% from the field on 26 of 61, hit 7 of 14 threes, and Will Bandy with a career high 35 points. He had 6 3-pointers in that game. Aiden Eichen added 20, and Jacob Shaw had 11 points in that win over the Lakers. They come in rated 4th in the region this week. Cumberland County rated number 12. The Trojans are an 18-point favorite when you look at the rankings, but Cumberland County is a team that has lost a lot of close ball games, and Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, Jay Turner with Chad Withrow and Todd Belcher in our studios of Nash Icon. The Panthers 6-17, Barren County 18-8, and 6 wins for Cumberland County. Have been over Metcalfe County twice, 86-83 in overtime and 79-51. They beat Caverna 90-53. Louisville Beth Haven 93-80. Russell County 59-52, and Todd Central 63-60. They've had some close losses this year. Out of the 17 losses, Edmondson County by 4, Greene County by 2, Clinton County by 4, Warren East twice by 4 and by 9, Monroe County 3 times, 1 point in overtime by 7 and by 9, and Hart County by 3. Against 15th District teams, Cumberland County is 0-5. They've lost to Allen County Scottsville twice this year by 11 and by 39. They lost to Monroe County by 1 in overtime, by 7 and by 9. They play Glasgow Tuesday night. So they kind of make their trek through the 15th district teams toward the end of the season. So, but still a team that is averaging almost 62 points a game. They give up 65 points, and they shoot 45.7% from the field. They've hit 93 threes this year, shooting only 56% from the foul line, though, and averaging 31.5 rebounds. The Trojans are averaging 65 points a game, giving up 53.3. They've hit 129 three-pointers this year, shooting at 33% from behind the arc, 45.4% overall from the field, and 67.4% from the foul line, averaging 33.3 rebounds a game. So take a look at tonight's area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. There are some games on tap tonight, some district games on tap. It's Warren East at Bowling Green tonight. Greenwood's at Warren Central down to the 14th district. Glasgow playing at Caverna tonight in a girl-boy doubleheader. Clinton County's at Monroe County. Adair County at Russell County. Todd Central at Russellville in the 13th district doubleheader matchup. South Warren girls are at Henderson County tonight, and that's the schedule on a Friday Valentine's Day. We'll come back with more for Zaxby's pregame report in a moment. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High basketball. It's the Trojans and Panthers first tonight. Trojanettes and Lady Panthers in Game 2 for doubleheader. Here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back in Burkesville, the starting lineups of tonight's first game, the Trojans and the Panthers. And the lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Cumberland County Panthers, under head coach Curtis Claywell, they'll start Dawson Smith, the 5'10", 170-pound senior, averaging 17.3 points and 5.2 rebounds. Ty Say, 5'9", 145, sophomore, averages 9.5 points a game. Deacon Duval, 6'2", 250, a sophomore, averages 3 points a game. Cameron Owsley, 6'1", 200, a senior, averages 6. And the other starter is Cameron Patterson, a 6'6", 205-pound senior that averages 2.4 points a game for the Panthers. For the Barren County Trojans, under 12th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, who was named today the KABC 4th Region Coach of the Year. So congratulations to Coach Cunningham. Well deserved.
Yes, it is. Good. Glad for him. He puts in a lot of time and hard work, and well deserved.
Coach Cunningham's assistant coaching staff, Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183, a senior, averaging 9.2 points a game. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 148, junior, 5.7 points a game. Will Bandy, 6'6", 212, senior, 12.7 points and 6 rebounds a game. Aiden Niken, 6'5", 204, sophomore, 16.8 points and 7 rebounds. And Tyler Bush, 6', 183, senior, averaging 4.2 points and 4.3 rebounds for the Trojans. And again, I want to remind you about 15th District Tournament action starting a week from Monday night. That's hard to believe that's it's up on us. I mean, it's right here. It's hard to believe.
Yes, it is.
That it is.
Just a little over a week away, and it's flown by this year.
It really has. And it starts a week from Monday night at Allen County Scottsville High School. Rundown of the schedule. We'll have a girl-boy doubleheader on Monday with the Trojanettes taking on Monroe County at 6 a week from Monday night, followed by the Trojans and the Falcons in the nightcap. And then on Tuesday night, the 25th, 6 o'clock, Glasgow Lady Scotties against Allen County Scottsville's Lady Patriots, followed by the Glasgow Scotty Boys and Allen County Scottsville Patriots in the second game on Tuesday. The girls' championship will be Thursday, February 26th at 6, and the boys' championship Friday, February 27th at 6 o'clock. All the games start at 6. 4 nights, Allen County Scottsville will have the broadcast of each and every tournament game throughout the 15th District and also the 4th Region Tournament, which will be held at Western Kentucky University's Diddle Arena, as we have for the past many years of broadcasting each and every tournament game. We look forward to that every year. And so just want to remind you that it'll be right here on 103.7 Nash Icon and also online at 104thescore.com. About a minute and a half away, and remind you that we'll be having our Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. Our first quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help, and the officials for tonight's game are Barry Ballou, Rob Hacker, and Joe Plunk. Haven't seen Joe this year. Seen Barry and Rob. I think we saw Rob maybe once or twice this year.
Barry at Todd County. The only time I remember having him. We had Joe several times last year, and first time we've seen him this year.
That's right. The official sponsor is Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. You're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, and we're online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live tonight here courtside from Cumberland County High School in Burkesville. So we'll come back with a tip-off of tonight's first game between the Barren County Trojans and the Cumberland County Panthers. We'll return after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, Friday night, Valentine's Day. As we get set for the Trojans and the Panthers in game one of our doubleheader. Trojans just to our right in gray uniforms tonight. Burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. The Panthers down to our left in home white with green numbers and letters. Panthers across the front of their jerseys. Homecoming night here at Cumberland County. That'll be in between games, and from what I understand, it could be a little lengthy.
Yeah, thank goodness it's a Friday night. We might not get home till midnight.
That's true. That is true.
Good crowd. Look up behind us. The bleachers up behind us are almost full. And we got a good crowd from home. So nice atmosphere here tonight.
Trojans are favored by 18 points, according to the Dave Cantrell Lexington Herald Leader rankings. Ranked fourth in the region, both the Dave Cantrell ratings, also the Bowling Green Daily News Prep poll. Cumberland County rated number 12 in the Cantrell ratings. Panthers moving left to right here in the first half. It'll be Barren County coming from right to left. So we see it here courtside. We're right behind the scores table. Hayden Niken to the jump circle for the Trojans. And for the Panthers, it is Cameron Patterson. And Barry Ballou will toss it up. And here we go. Niken easily gets the tap to Bush, and he'll hand it off to Jacob Shaw to set it up. Gavin Withrow, right side over to Niken. Back to Withrow. Swings it left side to Shaw. Shaw dumps it on the high post in there to Bandy. Turnaround jump shot in the lane. Comes off the left side of the rim. Rebound taken by Patterson for Cumberland County. Here come the Panthers into the front court now. Dawson Smith with the basketball. I didn't see it because I had the referee in front of me there.
Yeah, I think he took a couple extra steps.
They work it out front there. Say with it. Say looking down low. Can't go in the corner. Ball tipped away. And it's Patterson going up. Shot blocked in there by Niken. He's racing down the floor with it. Taking it all the way to the hoop and missed the dunk. But Bandy comes out to the right side of the floor. He's going to fire it up for three. Swish.
Missed the dunk for two. We end up getting a three.
Yeah.
So that's worked out in our favor.
Will Bandy, who had 35 career points the other night against Russell County, starts where he left off in that ball game on Tuesday night.
Good to see him still shooting it well.
Yeah. In the corner, here's a three-point shot that comes off the rim. Offensive rebound, almost taken by Bush, but underneath the pump fake, put up and in by Owsley. Quickly down the floor, here is Niken off the glass. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, got it. Not sure anybody can handle Niken tonight.
No, they don't have the size or the athletic move to handle it. Just get it up on the glass and go get it.
5-2, Barren County leads it. Down underneath, there's a shot going up, no good, but a foul. Going to send Ty Say to the charity stripe. And a foul on 21. That is Jacob Shaw, his first. Barren County's first to the ball game. Say is a 73% foul shooter on the year for Cumberland County. Going to get two shots. His first one's good.
If he's 73 and the team's 59, then there must be some really bad ones on there.
That is true. Yeah, on down the list, I think. A guy by the name of Landon Basham, number 14, shoots 33% from the foul line. Say for the second toss, it's up and it rims out. And Niken boxed out of the board, gets the rebound. Works it inside and it's batted away and stolen. Cumberland County back the other way. Layup is good for Smith. Ties it at 5. Here's Bush with the basketball on the left wing. Feeds it down in there to Niken. Niken, the shot goes up, no good on the left baseline. A foul called against the Panthers.
Barron's really looking to push the ball. They're getting it out quick, running, picking up full court defensively.
Foul is on Patterson, his first. Panthers' first team foul. Niken's free throw is good.
Hayden's been shooting free throws much better the last 6-7 games.
He is
need that.
Brought that average shooting percentage up to 58.5% now.
Almost 10 points, close to 10 points.
And he got both, nothing but net. 7-5, Trojans lead it. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Cumberland County with the basketball. And it's Dawson Smith. Diagonal pass long down there. And, looked like it should have been either a jump ball or just ripped away. But that was Landon Basham that just checked in the ball game. The foul on Gavin Withrow, his first, team second. Now Basham is the guy that shoots 33% from the line. Only 33 of 100 on the season. But he averages a double-double a game. Free throw goes up. Well, he got that one.
Yeah.
His release looks kind of awkward.
He's it one-handed.
11.2 points, 10.4 rebounds a game for Basham. Didn't start tonight. This shot goes up, and he got them both. Well, that brought that percentage up.
Yep.
Tied at 7. Barren County with the basketball. Jacob Shaw will bring it across the midcourt line. Against Smith. Goes right side over to Niken. He'll take it into the paint. Throws up a floating shot. It rims good.
Nice bounce there.
Yeah.
In front of the rim. Just died in.
9-7 the score. Smith with the basketball for the Panthers. Now looks at a trap. He'll throw it cross court over to Say. And they throw it away. What was intended in the corner for Owsley. Turnover gives it to the Trojans with 5:32 to play here in the first quarter. 9-7 lead for Barren. Jacob Shaw brings it in front court against Smith. Bounces left side over to Withrow. Sends it over to Niken. Now back to Shaw. Bush sets a screen for him to the right elbow. Gives it back to Bush and back to Shaw for a 3. Good.
2 for 2 from the 3. Good start from long distance tonight.
That's Shaw's 43rd People's Bank 3 of the season. 12-7 the score. Trojans lead it by 5. Here's Smith. Fires it down in low there. And it's stripped away from him by Withrow. And he'll bring it in the front court. He'll stop and pop. Right elbow. Yes! It pushes the lead out to 14-7. A 7-0 run by the Trojans here in the last minute and a half.
Little half-court trap deal, and it's kind of confused Cumberland a little bit.
Say with it on the right side for the Panthers. He'll circle around. He'll give it over to Smith. Now Smith being chased out there in a trap. They work it down inside to Basham. Here's a shot going up. No good. Shaw claims the rebound for the Trojans. Shaw brings it in front court. Crossover dribble. Drives to the basket. Puts it up and in.
Good. Coast to coast all the way. Timeout Cumberland County.
9-0 run for the Trojans in the last couple of minutes. With 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Barren County 16, Cumberland County 7.
Good start. Don't give them any, get on them early. Keep the pressure on them and don't give them any hope and put this game away and keep a lead. We have a tendency of getting a lead and letting teams back in, so it's time to start putting teams away early if we can. They're not going to quit, though.
No.
They're good. Their guards are pretty good, but we just got to keep the intensity up here.
Cumberland County team's got 5 seniors this year. Smith being the leading scorer, of course, of the team. And Owsley, Basham, Patterson, and Grant Thrasher is the other senior that's on the roster. He's not been in the ball game tonight yet.
It's like they're going back just straight man-to-man now.
And it is Say with the basketball, the left side out front against Shaw. Starts his move, gets off the right side, get poked away by Bush. And here is Shaw, laying it up and in.
Let him out, got rid of it very quick. Good pass by Tyler.
And the Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris, assists to Tyler Bush. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. And now it's an 18-7 lead. Here's Smith driving, leaning shot, goes up and in. 18-9. That breaks an 11-0 run by the Trojans at 3:42 to play here in the first quarter. Shaw, left side corner, Bandy. Fires it up from the left wing. His shot won't go. Rebound taken by Say for Cumberland County. Say cuts down the lane, scoops up the shot. Too strong, tapped up, no good. But Basham, he puts it back up, no good. Got his own rebound again and had it ripped away from him. Tyler Bush came up with the basketball and had it smacked out of his hands, out of bounds. Stays with the Trojans.
Got 3 shots at it. We couldn't seem to grab the rebound, but
going to get some changes in the lineup here for Coach Curtis Claywell. Number 13, that's Will Staley, 6', 160 sophomore. Also in the game is Deacon Duval. And let's see, number 20, that's Hunter Purdue that came in, 6'1", 185 junior. Jacob Shaw gives it to the right side. Here's Niken, wants to drive, throws it up. Well, he was going to throw it up, and he kept it in his hands because somebody blocked it on him. But a foul call. Yeah. It's on number 10. That's Dawson Smith. His first, team second. And Aiden Niken going back to the free throw line. Another pair here for the sophomore. Free throw, rims, and comes off. We'll get one more. It's 18-9. Barren County, 3:11 to play here in the first. Niken fires this one up, and it's good. He's got 7 points in this quarter. 19-9 Trojans. Now we're going to look at a 1-3-1.
Yep.
Half-court trap here as the pass comes over to Staley. Pass deflected up in the air, but caught by Smith. Another deflected pass down low. Here's a shot put up, and no good. Tapped up, tapped around, chasing it down. Shaw bringing it up the left baseline, cuts to the middle. He'll go to the basket, and he'll lay it up and in. Finger roll for Jacob Shaw.
Kind of just parted. Everybody went one way or the other, and he got a wide-open layup.
And we got a moving screen?
No, I just dribbled it out of bounds.
Okay. Well, the referee's signal looked like it was going to be an offensive foul or something, but Barren County gets the basketball. Got Mason Griggs in the ball game. Niken jump shot 12 feet away, comes off the rim, and rebounded there by Smith. Had it knocked out of his hands, a foul call. And it will be on 14. Ryan Shirley, who just checked in a moment ago, 6'1", 180 sophomore, his first, team's third. Also in the ball game is Cody Lane, a 5'11 senior for the Trojans, and Mason Griggs, 6-foot sophomore. That leaves Shaw and Niken, the only two starters on the court right now for Coach Warren Cunningham. Here is Smith trying to split the defenders. He loses it. Ryan Shirley's got the basketball. Works it down the left corner, and here's Niken pulling the trigger for three.
Good outlet, good pass, and a good shot there by Aiden. It's a bonus when he knocked the three down.
And the People's Bank three for Aiden Niken. Here's a spin move, off-balance shot, no good for Smith, but a foul called against the Trojans.
That's on Niken.
And that'll be his first and the fourth team foul on the Trojans here in the first half. Dawson Smith at the line. He's a 63% foul shooter on the year for Coach Curtis Claywell. The free throw's good.
He's a good player, strong kid, quick. Gets to the basket pretty easy on two tries. He's went to the goal.
Yep. Second shot's good for Smith. And it's 24-11. Barren County, so we come down to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Mason Griggs with a basketball for Barren to the top of the key. Angles off left, looks right. Trying to go back door, couldn't find Shaw. That turns and gives it over to Shaw, long range right. Shaw now picks up his dribble, goes back over to Ryan Shirley. Shirley now looking, still looking, gives it out top now to Lane. Over goes to Shaw with 1:43 left. Panthers man-to-man defense. Shaw around the top of the horn. Gives it over to Niken. He's going to fire it up for three again. Oh, it comes off this time. Rebound. Stolen away by Shirley. Here's Niken. Back to Lane. Out to Shaw. Three if it goes. Yes, it does. Second People's Bank three for Jacob Shaw in this quarter, and it's 27-11.
Worried about their focus coming out, playing first, but so far that's not been an issue at all.
And here's a layup breaking the basket. Purdue makes it 27-13 as we come down a minute to play here in the first quarter. Griggs with the basketball for the Trojans. He'll send it left side over to Shaw. Lane sets a screen for him. Picks up his dribble, sends it over the right side to Griggs. Griggs finds Shirley, and he came down, traveled, went up midair. He was going to get the shot blocked on him, and then came down with the basketball. Caleb Hester checking into the Trojan lineup, 6-foot senior. Gavin Withrow will return to the lineup, and with 50.9 seconds to go, it's Cumberland County's basketball. Inbounds comes to Smith. Smith will bring it across for the Panthers. Right side of the floor, looking inside, working in there to bash him. They throw it back out around the perimeter, and Staley fell down. Ball gets loose, and here comes Griggs with it for the Trojans. Racing down the floor, bounce pass underneath the Hester, kicks it back in the corner. Lane will fire, and it rims off. Follow-up no good for Griggs.
Good effort.
Yep, and here come the Panthers coming back the other way with 22 seconds to play. Here's Smith on the run, no good. Loose ball picked up by Lane. Here comes Withrow down to Bandy. Bandy pulls up with a shot, had it blocked. Going to be a foul call.
I didn't think they were going to call it.
I didn't either.
He got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Good fast break there. Got the ball out quick, advanced it up with a pass, and got two free throws here.
And Dawson Smith just picks up his second foul. That's the team's third. We'll see if Coach Claywell will bring him out of the game with 11.6 seconds to go here in the quarter. Bandy's free throw spins out.
Yeah, he's coming out. That's a big loss for them this early in the game.
They bring Ty Say back in the game. Corbin Murphy in the ball game for the Trojans, 6'2", 238 junior. Will Bandy back in the charity stripe. This shot, nothing but net. 28-13, Barren with 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Say with the basketball for the Panthers. Gets a screen from Basham. He'll dribble it into the lane, dumps it off in the left corner. Shot in the air, spins out by Purdue, and that will end the first quarter of play. The Trojans scored 28 in the first quarter. The Panthers 13. We'll come back with the second quarter of action from Burkesville after this timeout. This is Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Second quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Barren County 28, Cumberland County 13. Say with the basketball for the Panthers against Mason Griggs. Bounce pass over to Basham, right of the key. And a whistle away from the basketball. What do we got?
Double foul, I think. Or no, moving screen.
Moving screen on Ty Say. That's his first. That'll be Cumberland County's fourth of the half.
Wasn't sure what he was doing. He put his arm out.
So Barren County's basketball. Gavin Withrow handles it. He'll give it over to Caleb Hester. Hester looking in there for Murphy, and the ball hits somebody's foot. Panthers come up with the basketball off the Barren County turnover. Say will set it up. Straight away over to Staley. And they go into the top there to Owsley. Owsley turns, gives it back out to Say. Now Say gets a double screen out top, wants to drive to the basket, wide open, puts it up, he missed it. Rebound put back up, foul. And it'll be Basham going to the free throw line for the Panthers to shoot two. Foul on Gavin Withrow. It's number 2 on him and 5 on the Trojans here in the first half. And Basham puts it up and it rattles and stays. So for somebody that's been shooting 33% from the foul line, he's at 100% tonight, 3 of 3. Okay, so they changed the foul. That's what I thought there first, and I thought, well, okay. So Corbin Murphy gets the foul. Basham's free throw comes off this time. Rebound of the Trojans. Jacob Shaw, left side of the floor, dumps it down in there to Murphy, backtracking in. His shot is blocked, trying to go up. And coming back the other way, Panthers. Will Staley down low underneath Owsley. Little pump fake, puts it up and in. 30-second timeout call by the Trojans with 6:49 to play here in the first half. Barren County leading 28-16. Cumberland County has scored the first 3 points of the second quarter.
Kind of a letdown here. You know, that was just too easy there.
So Coach Warren Cunningham regrouping the players here. And I think Niken's going to check back in the lineup. Tate Pointer in the ball game now, 6-foot sophomore. And we're going to have, Will Bandy, Jacob Shaw, and Tyler Bush on the court to join Pointer and Niken. Second quarter here in Burkesville, it's 28-16. Trojans on top. Jacob Shaw will bring it up for Barren. Shaw working against Ty Say. He'll give it over to Bush. Bush here on the left side of the floor. Sends it back around to Pointer, over to Shaw, deep on the right. They go down in low. There's Niken putting up the shot. It won't go. Rebound Bandy trying to go back up in traffic, and he's fouled.
Well, Will's playing really well, real aggressive. He went after that rebound hard, and that's good to see.
That was on Basham. That is his first. That'll be Cumberland County's fifth of the half. Bandy at the line for two. First one in there. It's his fifth point. Jacob Shaw scored 10 in that first quarter. 12 in the first quarter. Niken had 10. Second shot for Bandy. Good again. 30-16. Trojans on top. Cumberland County with the basketball. Say will give it here on the near side to Staley. Staley splits the defenders, gives it back over to Say. Lost the handle, loose ball on the floor. Pointer picks it up. He'll bounce it off to Shaw, and here come the Trojans. Left side Bandy stops, fires, three-pointer. Yes!
Wow, we really shot the three really well tonight.
That's the fifth People's Bank three of the half.
I think we're 5 for 6. 5 for 7. I think Cody missed one and Aiden missed one. That's pretty good.
Pass picked off by Bush. They try to go to Staley. Bounce pass across to Bandy. Got away from him, but he chased it down. Gives it back to Niken. Feeds it to Bandy. He'll reverse it up. Had been a foul right there, but no whistle on that one. Here comes Housley spinning in the lane. The shot goes up. No good, but a foul.
That's 2 on Aiden.
So he may come out. That's the 16th foul on the Trojans, putting Housley at the charity stripe. 54.5% shooter on the season. And his first toss is up. It's good. Cumberland County is 7 of 9 from the foul line here in the first half. For some team that's shooting 56.6%.
We bring the best out of it.
I guess.
Free throw defense isn't very good tonight.
Housley puts this one up. It's good again.
Wow. 8 for 10, 80%.
The only thing keeping them in the ball game.
Yeah.
33-18. Trojans on top. 5:40 to play in the first half. Nice move by Shaw. Puts it up and in.
Good strong move there.
Wow. 14 for Jacob Shaw here in his first half. It is 35-18. Will Staley feeds it on the baseline, and a leaning shot for Basham. That's going to be an offensive foul. Jacob Shaw taking the charge. And on Basham, that's his second. Number 6 against the Panthers here in the first half. And they've, see, Curtis Claywell has brought Patterson back in the ball game. Left side is Withrow. Out top, Shaw fakes a three. Gives it back off to Withrow. He'll bring it out in between the circles. High post left. Comes to Bush. Flips it off to Shaw. Shaw cuts back to the left side. Can't shoot. Gives it to Bandy on the left wing. Fakes. Drives to the free throw line. Dumps it off now to Withrow. Or whether to Pointer. Reverse it up. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Bandy's there to put it in.
You know, a guy as big as Will is, he can get 6 or 8 points just by offensive rebounding. And he's figuring that out because he's got 4 tonight just here in the first quarter and a half. 11 points now for Will Bandy. It's 37-18. Barren County. Housley with the basketball, trying to work it inside there against Shaw, and now has to get it back out. And now working inside. Here's a shot dropping, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, no good. A foul called. It's going to be Purdue going to the free throw line for 2 shots, and a foul is on Tyler Bush. His first, team 7th. The only thing I see tonight that we're kind of getting beat on the glass down here on the defensive rebounding. Of course, they're big.
And Purdue hits the free throw. He's shooting at 64.7% of the season.
9 for 11.
37-19. Purdue puts it up and good again. So half of their points have come from the free throw line.
Yep.
37-20. Barren, 4.5 minutes to go here in the second. And it's Shaw driving to the basket, puts it up and in. He kind of curled into the lane. And Shaw now with 16 in the first half.
Well, there's not much resistance when we drive the ball.
39-20. Barren County 4:13 to play in the first half. Almost stolen there by Bush. They throw it out to Staley, right of the wing, or right of the circle for a 3-point shot. Staley makes it 39-23. Barren County led by 15. Here's a 3 by Shaw. It's no good. Rebound tapped in the corner. Withrow's got it on the left side. Comes to the free throw line. Moves in for the shot. It's no good. Bush with the offensive rebound. Brings it out to the right side of the floor. Sends it out to Shaw. We got Grant Thrasher in the ball game now, number 1 for Cumberland County. He's the other senior that had not played in the first half. Shaw bluffs the 3 from the left wing. They'll send it back out to Lane. Over it goes to Withrow. Bush setting the screen, but Withrow's going to drive to the basket. Puts it up, no good. And the ball got away from Bandy out of bounds. Goes to Cumberland County.
Got to finish those. Made a good move and just missed it.
They're going to put Dawson Smith back in the ball game now. 2 fouls.
Getting away from you, you might as well. It won't do you no good if you're down 25 at half and sitting over there on the bench.
And he's in a trap, in trouble. Gets rid of the basketball to Staley. Right side it goes down to Thrasher. Back to Staley. Trying to penetrate. Whistle, foul on Cody Lane. That'll be his first, the team's 8th. And that puts Will Staley at the line for Cumberland County. 75% foul shooter on the season. The shot goes up, and it is good.
Well, they're living at the foul line. That's
11 points from the foul line.
Kept them in the game so far.
39-24. Staley puts this one up, and good again. 12 points from the foul line. It's almost half their points. 39-25, Barren County. 3:06 to play here in the first half. Shaw, another three-point attempt. Got it!
Wow.
Deep from the right wing. That's his third People's Bank 3 of the night. And wide open. Somebody fell asleep on defense. Purdue with an easy 2. 42-27.
Somebody wasn't in their lane.
Over goes to Withrow for 3. It rimmed out. Lane with a rebound. Puts it back up and in. Cody Lane.
Both teams are really can't defense rebound, but both teams are offensive rebounding.
44-27, Barren. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Thrasher out of the right side. Thrasher feeds it in there to Patterson. Patterson gives it back to Thrasher. He'll send it to Staley. Staley had it smacked on his hand, stolen. It's Gavin Withrow. He'll drive it to the bucket, lays it in. Second field goal of the half, and it's a 19-point Barren County lead now, 46-27. Thrasher deep on the right side, high post to Patterson, back to Thrasher, back to Patterson. Bandy defends him, pass deflected up in the air, try to go down low, out of bounds, it'll stay with the Panthers. Ryan Shirley and Mason Griggs returning to the Trojan lineup. Just under 2 minutes to play here before halftime. As Smith gets it out to Purdue. And Purdue back to Smith. He'll circle out with it. Try to set things up. Takes it right side. They set a screen for him. He drives the basket and lays it in. Dawson Smith with 8, 46-29. Cody Lane gets it in there to Ryan Shirley. Now here is Griggs out in the corner. Bandy with a jumper. Good from the right corner for 3. His third People's Bank three-pointer of the half.
Wow, we've really shot the ball well the last 2 games now.
Yeah, just keep it up for about 10 to 12 more games.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. And here's Jacob Shaw with a steal. Oh, he gets fouled hard going up.
That would have been his third, but...
they said it was a block shot.
Yeah, they didn't call it. They said
it looked like a foul from this angle.
It looked like he got his arm.
Yeah.
Maybe he got the ball. I don't know.
I think Jacob Shaw thought that too.
Yeah. 20-point lead. Wow.
Bandy gives it out to Ryan Shirley. Back in the corner, Shaw fakes a 3, drives the baseline, whistle and a blocking foul. And this will be on Purdue. His first, team 7th. So the Trojans be in the bonus now with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Jacob Shaw been really good at the free throw line this year.
Yes, he has.
86%. Got it on the first. How about 20 points in the first half for Jacob Shaw?
Oh,
he missed that one.
Great half for him.
Doesn't miss very many.
Oh, he doesn't.
50-29. Smith in traffic, puts it up, it's no good. Battle for the rebound. Bandy out of there with it. Off to Shaw. Trojans 3-on-2 break. Behind the back, puts it up, missed the layup. And then Lane reaches in to try to tie it up. Let's see, are they going to call a jump ball? Okay, jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojans. 54 seconds to go. Trojans up 50-29.
I thought 28 was a lot to score in a quarter. Now here we are at 22 in this quarter. So, well, offensively and defensively we've done a pretty good job other than putting them on the foul line.
Comes down the corner to Jacob Shaw, dumps it down to Bandy. He'll kick it out to Shirley, back to Shaw. Thought about the three, 48 seconds to go. Bandy will pull the trigger. Yeah.
I don't believe I would back off of him. Two went at him, then both of them just kind of backed off of him. The way he's shooting it, I'd put three of them on him.
53-29.
Wow.
34 seconds to play in the first half.
Fun to watch.
Dawson Smith with the basketball for the Panthers. He's going to pull up and shoot a three. He'll knock it down.
Good play there.
That's his 42nd three-pointer of the season.
Not much you can do about that.
No, 53-32. Griggs with it out front. Gives it over to Lane. Back to Griggs. Holding it for one. 15 seconds left. Down to 10. Griggs looking. Left side lane. 7 seconds. Griggs. Bounce pass over to Shaw. He'll fire it up for a three. Got it!
Oh, my goodness.
You talk about on fire.
What a half. 28 points in both quarters.
How about 9 threes in the first half for the Trojans? 56-32. 28 in the first quarter, 28 in the second quarter. When was the last time the Trojans have scored 56 points and a half?
I don't remember it, to be honest with you.
We'll have to check the record books.
To watch.
What shooting by the Trojans in the first half as they lead Cumberland County here at the break, 56-32. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill in a moment. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Well, have you caught your breath yet?
Well, I tell you what, that's about as good of a half as I've seen from any high school team. Shooting the ball, passing the ball, and just very unselfish. Very, very good effort that first 16 minutes.
I know the Trojans have got to be shooting way over 60% from the field in the first half. Had 20 field goals. 9 of those were three-pointers. Barren County 7 of 10 from the foul line. Cumberland County 9 field goals in the first half with 1 three-pointer. They were 12 of 14. from the charity stripe. Looking at scoring for the Panthers in the first half, Dawson Smith with 11 points. He had 4 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. He was 2 for 2 from the foul line. 6 points for Hunter Purdue. A couple of field goals, 2 for 2 from the line. Cameron Owsley with a couple of field goals and 2 free throws for his 6. 3 points for Landon Basham, 3 of 4 from the foul line, and 1 point for Ty Say on 1 of 2 from the foul line. Will Staley came in off the bench and scored 5. He hit the other three-point shot. Actually, they had 2 threes in that first half. Staley getting the other three-point shot. He was 2 for 2 from the foul line for his 5 points. For the Trojans, 20 field goals, 9 three-pointers, 7 of 10 from the charity stripe. Jacob Shaw has 23 points in the first half, and he knocked down 4 threes. He had 5 2-point baskets and 1 of 2 from the foul line. 23 for Shaw at the half. 17 for Will Bandy. 4 threes, 1 2, and 3 of 4 from the foul line. 10 points for Aiden Niken. He scored all those in the first quarter. Had 3 baskets, one of those a three-point shot, and he was 3 of 4 from the foul line in the first half. Gavin Withrow with a couple of baskets for 4 points and a 2-point basket from Cody Lane in the first half. So again, Shaw with 23, Bandy was 17. They've combined for 40, but Barren County's 56 here at the break. It's 56-32.
You know what I like what we're doing is we got 2 guys who are really playing well, and we're making everybody else is making a conscious effort of getting them the ball, and that's what you want to see when you got 2 guys who are really playing well, and that's a recipe for winning a lot of games when you can do that.
That is true. Halftime report brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. We know what's at stake. Of course, the second game, we'll have the Barren County Trojanettes and the Cumberland County Lady Panthers. And then, of course, after tonight, we only have 2 more regular season games to go. Tuesday night, we'll host Metcalfe County. And then next Thursday night, we'll go to Clinton County. That'll be it for the regular season as we head into district tournament play a week from Monday night.
Right. The way we're shooting, we wish we could just go play tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
The way we've shot the ball the last 2 games. But, we've still got, like you said, 2 next week. And hopefully we'll carry this momentum into at least 3 more games and get past that first game of the district, which we've had a tough time doing the last 2 years. But this year, we're the 1 seed and got some momentum, looks like, going into the last few games, and I'm looking forward to it this year.
4 minutes to go before we start the second half, and we'll come back and get ready for third quarter action here from Cumberland County High School in Burkesville. The Barren County Trojans 56, Cumberland County Panthers 32 here at the break. And this is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, Trojans 56, Panthers 32. Barren County led 28-13 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Panthers 28-19 in the second period of play. And the Panthers coming in at 6-17 out of the year. Barren County at 18-8. And I was looking at their stats again, 12 of 14 free throws for Cumberland County. Team that only shoots 56% on the line, so they're making up for it tonight. And
this would really be out of hand if they were shooting their normal free throws.
That's right. That's right. We've had an extended halftime here, and of course, I don't know if they'll put any more minutes back up on the clock for the teams to warm up. Right now, it's at 2:10.
They stopped it at 2:10.
So I don't know if they'll add any more to that or not. But I was looking at some of the records today of the 4th Region teams in the boys. The team with the best record in the 4th Region right now on the boys' side is Logan County. They're 22-3. Bowling Green is 21-5. Warren Central is 19-6. So is Clinton County. They're 19-6. Barren County 18-8. Of course, you got to think to be 19-8 after tonight. And then you've got Greenwood at 15-12. South Warren at 14-13, and Allen County Scottsville at 13-12 on the season. And you look at the other district tournaments right now, only the 15th and 16th have been posted as of right now. And I know Todd Central and Russellville are playing tonight. See who's the 3 and who's the 4 seed down in District 13. Logan County, the 1 seed. Franklin Simpson, the 2 there. And then the 14th, it's still undecided. But I mean, you've got 3 teams that have 6 wins.
Yeah.
Warren Central, Bowling Green, Greenwood all have 6 wins.
Very competitive district, kind of like ours was a couple years ago. Even last year, all 4 teams were really good the last 2 years in our district, and it makes for tough when some real good team has to stay home from the regional tournament.
Yeah.
Happened to us the last 2 years.
That's right.
So,
and hopefully we can end that jinx this year. Well, they put a couple more minutes up there, so
minutes now.
Give them a little more extra time to warm up. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. I've got a score to pass along here on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Glasgow Caverna girls tonight. Glasgow wins 71-29 over the Caverna Lady Colonels. I guess that game started about 5:30.
I'd say,
So 71-29 Glasgow over Caverna. We ran down the schedule earlier in the pregame report. Other games going on tonight, and some big games in district play tonight. Warren East at Bowling Green. That's a girl-boy doubleheader. Greenwood at Warren Central. I'm kind of anxious to see how that one, especially on the boys' side, comes out.
Greenwood had them down 6 or 7 with 2 minutes to go a couple weeks ago, and let them come back, and Warren Central won it overtime. So that could be a very interesting game tonight.
Mm-hmm. And Todd Central at Russellville, girls and boys. Of course, I was looking at that one. That was in the 13th boys. Todd Central's 1-4. Russellville is 0-5. So a win by Todd Central would put Russellville the 4 seed, but a win by Russellville would tie Todd to see who has to play Logan County in the first round of the 13th district.
He's talking about Logan County's record. They've missed all the Bowling Green and Warren.
That's right. So they did not have any.
I don't know if that was by design or just didn't work out. So their schedule hasn't been as tough as everyone else's. They did beat Greenwood last week, I think, but they've missed the 2 powerhouses in this area.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if that was meant to be.
I'd say so.
To wait until the regional tournament before you face them.
Yep. Sometimes a one-time shot at somebody is better than playing them and kind of getting familiar with them.
Yeah, so, that's true. Of course, the Trojans didn't get to play Warren Central, but that was not intentionally.
By design.
Yeah, it was because of the 2A sectional tournament that Warren Central played in. All right, we're ready to go with third quarter action. Cumberland County with the basketball. Trojans up 56-32. Here's Dawson Smith with the basketball for Cumberland County. They work it down in low, and here's a shot blocked by Niken, but Basham got it back. Thrasher's got it. He'll give it to Smith on the left side of the floor. And now Smith, top of the key, looks. He'll hand it off to Thrasher. Thrasher dumps it in there to Patterson. High pass in the left corner. Smith pulls the trigger for 3. It's off the mark. Ball skipped off the hand of Patterson and out of bounds.
Got a good look there. He just missed that one. It was kind of a helter-skelter there on defense a little bit. Not sure if they was trying to trap.
Jacob Shaw out of the right elbow is Bush. They'll feed it into Niken. He's cut off in there by Owsley. And he lost the handle on it. Ball's tipped away. Kind of slipped out of his hands. And Smith loses control. And he loses it out of bounds. So Barren County gets it right back. Here comes Jacob Shaw in a hurry. Gives it in the corner. Bandy pulls the trigger for three. How about that one? Another one for Will Bandy. He's got 20, and that's his fifth. Peoples Bank 3 tonight.
I'm not sure they figured out yet.
And we didn't defend very well on that end as Basham got an easy 2. Tyler Bush gives it back out to Shaw. Right side it goes to Niken. Now into Bush. Back to Niken. Right elbow. Pumps. Looks up. The shot no good. Rebound to Basham. Lost it to Niken. He puts it up and in. 12 points for Aiden Niken. 61-34. Barren County with a 27-point lead early in the second half. Smith, double screen out top. Gives it over to Thrasher. Thrasher now looking. Gives it in the middle there to Owsley. Thrasher almost walked with it. Gives it back out now to Smith. He wants a screen set. Left elbow, Owsley. Hands it off out there to Patterson. Fakes a 3. Drives. He's cut off. Gives it back out to Smith. He'll fire up a long 3 that's way short. And battle for the basketball. And what do we got? Jump ball between, I believe that was Bandy and Basham that tied it up. Mason Griggs checks back into the Barren County lineup here in the second half with 6:10 to play. Third quarter. Jacob Shaw with the basketball for the Trojans. Picks up his dribble early. Goes to Bush. Now Bush looking. Driving. Right side. Goes to the bucket and he lays it in. Found an opening.
They threw that ball 100 mile an hour and almost hit the kid in the head in the inbounds play.
63-34. And there's a shot blocked in there by Griggs and an offensive foul as Bush took the charge.
That's a double whammy. You get your shot blocked and you get called for the charge.
And it's on Smith. Smith picks up his third foul. First of the second half against the Panthers. 5:46 to play, third quarter. Barren County 63, Cumberland County 34. Jacob Shaw, high post right, Bandy, turns, looks, he's going to fire it up. It is good.
Why not? Why not?
I'm telling you. He's got to be shooting 75% or
this
more.
This is as good a two-game stretch of shooting that I've seen in Barren County in a long time by Will, and it's good to see.
Yes.
You know, I'm glad for him.
22 for Will Bandy. 65-34. Shot blocked, Smith tried to go up with it. Out of bounds, 2 to Panthers.
Kind of got under there and maybe blocked it on the underneath of the backboard.
They send it out to Thrasher. He'll fire it for 3. It's good. He only averages 3 points a game, so he's got his 3. 65-37. Bandy gives it over to Withrow. Withrow penetrates down the lane. The floater short. Rebound to Smith for Cumberland County. Ooh, foul in the backcourt. And it'll be on Gavin Withrow. That's number 2. First foul of the second half of the Trojans. Cumberland County basketball. 5:03 to go here in the third quarter. Smith with it for the Panthers. Left side of Thrasher. Turns against Shaw. Gets a screen, and Griggs slides off on him. He throws it away. Here comes Withrow. Crossover dribble left. Goes to the basket. Had it blocked from behind by Smith and out of bounds.
Go right at him. He had 3 fouls. He just made a good play there. So that's what you want to do when the guy's got 3 fouls.
Right. Bandy will toss it in left of the bucket. Gets it out to Bush. Gives to Withrow. Into Bandy. Turnaround jump shot in the lane. Spins out. And then Griggs tried to throw it off the Panther player. And did he do it? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, he jumped up and threw it off Cumberland County's guy.
He was in behind the backboard there. Comes out to Bandy. He'll give it to Withrow. Goes right. Sends it over to Shaw. He'll fire it up for 3. Bingo.
He got knocked down.
Is he okay? Yeah. He got right up. 26 for Jacob Shaw. That's his 5th Peoples Bank 3 of the night.
Amazing.
68-37. We're not even halfway through the third quarter. Comes out to Patterson. He'll dump it in there to Owsley. Owsley working there against Withrow. Puts it up. It is no good. And they're going to go call a foul on Gavin Withrow. That's his third, team second. They put Owsley at the line for 2 shots. First one's on the way. Got it. They were 12 of 14 the first half. Now they're 13 of 15 from the foul line. 68-38 Trojans. Cody Lane back in the ball game for Coach Warren Cunningham. Here's Owsley back of the free throw stripe. Shot comes off. Ball poked away out of bounds. Oh. Well, I didn't think Tyler Bush touched that.
No, their guy hit it. I think they're going to change it.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, that's right. Barry Ballou overruling the call, which he's the lead guy.
Their guy hit it.
Yeah. And I think it was all Patterson.
Sometimes it's hard to tell down there when you're underneath the basket like he was.
Cody Lane gives it to Bandy. 3 in the air. No good. And Bush tried to get the rebound. Ripped it down. Jump ball. And possession arrow to Cumberland County.
Thought that might have been a foul.
Well, as Tyler Bush is so strong.
Yeah.
And the player came down. That was Briley Sewell. The Panthers have the ball. Bandy tried to go with a steal there. Go in the corner. Going up the baseline. Jumper over the rim. Ball tips out long. Smith has got it. Smith, free throw line, trying to tip it over. It goes in there to Owsley. Foul call on the Trojans. It'll be on Cody Lane. That is his second. Number 3 on the Trojans here in the second half. Ryan Shirley checking back into the Trojan lineup along with Aiden Niken as Will Bandy and Tyler Bush go out. Cumberland County basketball, 3:38 to go, third quarter. They lob it out to Owsley. He'll hand it off now to Say. They go left side to Smith. Smith comes over, shoots a jumper from 17, bounces in. First 2 of the second half for Dawson Smith. He has 13 at 68-40.
He's got a quick release.
Cody Lane curls to the free throw line. He'll give it over to Griggs. Griggs bounces over to Shaw on the right side of the floor. 3:05 left in the third quarter. Shaw, top of the circle. Fires it off to Lane. Down in the corner goes to Niken. Trying to go baseline. Shoots over Smith. The jumper good. 14 for Niken. 70-40. Panthers with the basketball. They got Briley Sewell giving the ball back out to Ty Say. Say goes left side over to Smith. They set a screen for him. Try to dump it back down low. Ball all goes off the hand of Shaw and out of bounds. They try to feed it down to Duval.
Jacob had to steal, just kind of lost the handle on it there.
They work it into Duval, and a lot of trouble trying to force up the shot, draws a foul. He's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on Ryan Shirley, his second, team's fourth. And Duval, you know, if they had a football team here at Cumberland County, Duval would definitely be on that team.
Yeah. They got several big, strong kids.
Gets his first point, 6'2" sophomore. Weighing in at 250. 70-41. Second shot of the way. Comes up short. Ryan Shirley with a rebound for the Trojans. Shaw driving strong to the bucket. Puts it up and in. Jacob Shaw on his way to a career night. He's got 28. Smith driving. Throws it up off the glass. It's no good. Ty Say lost the handle. Diving for it. Loose ball in the lane. Scramble for it. Griggs got rid of the ball. Here comes Niken. Long bounce pass in the corner intended for Shaw. Goes out of bounds. Purdue back in the ball game now for Coach Curtis Claywell. Ty Say, left side of Purdue. They go down in the corner to Sewell. Back out now to Duval. Now here's Smith. Works against Cody Lane.
Oh, he put both hands on him. Most time they do that, they're going to get you.
So on Cody Lane, that's 3. fifth foul of the second half against the Trojans. Caleb Hester will come in the ball game for Barren. Give Jacob Shaw a break at 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. And Ty Say will send it out to Smith. Smith working the right side and goes down into Purdue. Posted down low against Niken. Turns, looks, gives it, have to get it back out to Smith. Smith trying to go baseline, dumps it down low and out of bounds off the hand of the Trojans. Try to go to Duval. Comes on the left side to Sewell. He'll go up with a shot. It rolled in. Just barely got up over the rim and down. Foul. And a foul called on Caleb Hester. That is his first. Team 6. So give the bucket to Sewell. Makes it 72-43. Cody Lane out with those 3 fouls. Tay Pointer in for the Trojans. Here's a shot by Sewell. It's on the way off the front of the rim.
Not shot them as well this half as they did first.
They're 2 out of 5 this half. Here's a shot going up, no good. Ryan Shirley fighting for the rebound. Got it back, goes back up. He's fouled.
Good hustle. Ryan
stayed with it.
Battling, yeah.
Foul is on Purdue. That is his second, team second. And Ryan Shirley at the line. 69.5% foul shooter on the year. First shot goes up, no good. First free throw of the second half for the Trojans with 1:23 to play. Here in the third period. Ryan Shirley, second toss, got it. First point of the game. 30-point lead for the Trojans, 73-43, led by 24 at halftime and 15 at the end of the first quarter.
Scored 15 points this quarter, something's wrong.
Yeah. And here's Say throwing it up, no. Too strong against the glass. Smith trying to go back up, he's fouled.
The only thing, if you want to nitpick, would be the offensive rebounds Cumberland County has gotten tonight. I don't know how many they've gotten, but it's been several.
Shot by Smith is no good. He can't pair back in the first quarter. 1:10 left here in the third. It's 73-43, Barren County. And Smith back at the line for his second free throw attempt. Puts this one up, and it's short. And ball's loose, picked up by Niken. Trojans coming the other way. Niken, jump shot in the lane, got it. 16 for Aiden Niken.
Well, we've gotten more baskets tonight just getting the rebound and taking off with it than I remember in a long time.
We get a foul on the other end on Tay Pointer. His first, team's 8th. Barren has 8 fouls. Cumberland County has 2 in the second half. And Ty Say will be at the free throw line. And here's a shot. It's up. It's good. 75-44. 56 seconds to play here in the third period. Second shot on the way, and it rims off. Niken gets the rebound for the Trojans. Lead pass up to Griggs, drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Sewell. Cumberland County back the other way. Smith in the front court. Smith down the left side of the lane, puts it up, and rolled over and into the net. Barely got it over the rim.
Good player.
75-46. Hester throws it out to Niken. 33 seconds to play here in the third. Niken against Smith here on the near side. Throws in the corner to Hester. Hester brings it out. Bounce pass out to Griggs. Down to 20 seconds to play. Griggs with 14 against Purdue out there. 10 seconds to go. Oh, ball's knocked away by Smith. He's got it for the Panthers. He'll drive it against Griggs. He'll put it up. It is good. A blocking foul on Griggs, and the basket counts.
That's the thing you did not want to do. Hold it that long, then turn it over and give up maybe 3.
And it'll be Smith going to the free throw line. 75-48 Trojans with 4 seconds to go here in the third period. Smith puts it up. It is good. Will Staley back in the Panther lineup. 4 seconds to play. Barren County's basketball as it comes into Griggs. He'll send it to Pointer. He'll fire it up for 3. Got it right before the buzzer.
My goodness.
Just pull the trigger. Catch and shoot.
Yeah.
That's the end of the third period with a score. Barren County 78. Cumberland County 49. We'll come back with the final 8 of this one after this timeout. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. (78-49). Tay Pointer with another triple. Shot one at the end of the third, and then shoots the first one here in the fourth. Another People's Bank 3. Barren County 81, Cumberland County 49. 7:35 to play the ball game. They go down into Purdue. That's going to be an offensive foul. He leaned into Ryan Shirley. And Purdue commits his third foul of the second half for the Panthers. Barren County with 13 3-point shots tonight.
And haven't
13.
And then have not taken a lot. I mean, maybe, 20 maybe?
Right.
21? It's been a very good offensive night.
Caleb Hester feeds it into Pointer. Left of the lane, turns, bounces back to Hester. Hester penetrating down the lane, trying to split the defenders. A whistle and a foul. And it's on number 11. That's Ty Say, his second. Cumberland County's fourth. Barren County will take it out. Tay Pointer in the corner to Hester on the right-hand side. Hester sends it out top to Griggs. Left side, Pointer. 3 in the air. No. Long rebound off to Hester. Hester turns, feeds it in there to Pointer. Flip it up the shot. It's no good. Another offensive rebound. Ryan Shirley trying to go back up with it. Shot it over the rim. Cumberland County with the basketball the other way. Just under 7 to go. 81-49 Trojans. Here's Ty Say throwing up the shot. No good. A foul. And it will be on Pointer, his second, team's 10th. Ty Say, 2 shots. He's 2 for 4 at the stripe. Shot up, no good. In this half, Cumberland County has hit 4, and they have missed 8.
Yeah. I guess, what is it, the law of average finally gets you?
I guess so. That's where you get it back down to 56.6% from the line. Second shot for Say. Rim's good. Thought it was going to come off of there on the right side. 81-50. Mason Griggs with the basketball. Corbin Murphy in the ball game for the Trojans. Here's Caleb Hester on the right side. Oh, bad pass. Trying to go down to Murphy, but Purdue jumped in front. Say over the right side now to Eli Morgan, who's in the ball game now for Coach Curtis Claywell. And going to have a traveling violation on Morgan. Morgan's a 5'9 freshman. 6:30 to go. Barren County 81, Cumberland County 50. And Mason Griggs with the basketball. Bounces off to Hester on the right side. Hester cuts back right, pulls up with a 15-foot jumper, in and out. Ball slapped out by Murphy, taken by Pointer out at midcourt. Right side it goes to Hester. It's a screen from Murphy. Dumps it down into Murphy. Puts it up, blocked, puts it back up. No good. Shot over the rim. Taken in there by Patterson. Or excuse me, that is Duval. Off to Say. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right side with it, Morgan. They give it down to the corner to Say. Say curls around, throws up a one-hand shot. It rattled out, but he gets fouled. Foul on Murphy, his second. And it'll be 2 shots for Ty Say. Shot goes up, no good. In the game for Cumberland County now, Riley Miller, number 30, 6'5", 200 freshman. Ty Say back at the stripe. Puts this one in the air, and he got that one. All of his points from the free throw line tonight. He averages about 9.5 points a game, but he's only made 4 free throws out of 8. 81-51. 5:49 to go in the contest. Here's Griggs driving, spinning, throws it over to Ryan Shirley, steps back, shoots the 3. It's off the mark. Put back up, no good for Murphy. Underneath there, the Trojans come up with it. Hester thought about the 3, gives it down to Griggs. Spin move, off balance, shot good.
Offensive rebounds, second chance points have been effective for both teams tonight.
Getting close to a running clock here, 83-51, 3 points away. 5:20 to go. Purdue left of the circle. Sends it out to 24. That is Sewell. Shot goes up, no good. Tipped out. Purdue's got it. Throws it up and got it.
Wow.
Kind of flipped it up there with his right hand, and it went in off the glass. 83-53. 5 minutes to go. Long bounce pass right comes to Hester on the wing. Skips it over to Griggs. Griggs drives it into the paint. Flips up the shot. It's good.
Well, that's been there all night long. It's just like the sea just parts every time we drive down the middle of the floor.
85-53, 4:44 still to play.
Panthers zone.
Eli Morgan with it on the right side for Cumberland County. They go down to the corner now. It is Purdue trying to backtrack into Shirley. Lost the handle. He threw it to the referee before he even whistled.
Call it. I really don't believe they were going to call it until he threw the ball to him. At least he's honest.
That's right. Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Never seen that before.
85-53. Caleb Hester sends it out to Pointer. Left side it goes to Griggs. He'll turn and give it over to Shirley. Shirley wants to drive. He's cut off. Trying to go up and under, but he can't. Kicks it out to Hester. 3 ball in the air. Good.
Another 3.
Caleb Hester. That will start a running clock at 88-53 with 4 minutes to play.
Wow, I didn't think we would have a running clock.
I did not, no.
I thought we would win, but not like this.
Down low. Ooh, boy, that's going to be an offensive foul. You think about Ryan Shirley.
He sells it well. I mean, he got some contact, but he did. He sold it really well.
Purdue commits his 4th. That's the Panthers' 5th of the second half. And going to get some more new players in for the Trojans. As we get Lane Stevens in the ball game, Byron Reynolds, Colton Stevens, Aiden Miller, and we're going to have to find out who 40 is. I don't have any 40 on the roster now. I can't recognize him.
He's a Brooks.
Free throw from the free throw line, right side. Reynolds knocks it down.
Eli Brooks is 40.
Eli Brooks, okay. 90-53 with 3:06 to play.
Think we can get 100?
It's close. I think there's a chance.
Why we're shooting tonight.
Yep. Work it down low, spin move, shot goes up good. I don't know how that one went in, but it did for Riley Miller. Foul on Aiden Miller. Riley Miller at the line for Cumberland County misses the shot, and Aiden Miller gets the rebound for the Trojans. 2:42 to play. Out of the corner, Reynolds has the shot blocked from three-point range. Here come the Panthers. They work it down to the corner, going up the baseline. Purdue forces up the shot, and it's going to drop in. They've made some shots that
make the tough
circus shots.
The open ones.
Yeah. Foul is on Brooks. And so Purdue at the line. He's got 10 points tonight, 4 points above his average for the Panthers. 2 for 2 at the stripe. Make it 3 for 3 as he hits that. 90-58, 2:18 to play. Comes out to Brooks. He'll send it left side over to Stevens. He'll fire a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Cumberland County. 23, it's Randall Camfield who's in the ball game for the Panthers. Here's a cross-court pass coming to Camfield for 3. No. Rebound comes off to Brooks for the Trojans. He'll give it off to Stevens. Here's Colton Stevens. Sends it off in the right corner. Lane Stevens 3.
Why
in
not?
there.
Wow.
Need to save some of these for the district tournament.
Yeah.
93-58.
Impressive offensive night tonight.
Cumberland County's Purdue. Ball slapped away by Brooks, out of bounds. Tried to go for it as he's chasing it down across the way. Camfield, he'll give it out for a 3 for Morgan. It's no good. Purdue with the offensive board, and, well, it was...
My goodness.
Well, yeah, I thought they was going to call a tied-up ball, but going to have a foul on Lane Stevens. Another shot that went in for Purdue.
He made 3 straight and 1. All of them's been just kind of throwing it at the basket.
93-60. Purdue makes the free throw. 93-61 with 1:07 to play. Hadn't had the running clock, we might have hit 100. Here is a layup that's no good, and may have been a foul there on Colton Stevens' arm, but they didn't call it. And the ball gets away, and the player went down.
Don't believe we're going to get to 100.
Nope. Again, we had the running clock with what, 4.5 minutes to go? Brooks with the free throw line jumper that goes out of bounds. 93-61. 33 seconds to go here in this one. We'll have a pretty lengthy in-between for their homecoming that's about to start immediately after this game. Ball knocked away inside. 22 seconds to go. And Colton Stevens will bring it across the midcourt stripe.
Very impressive outing tonight for the Trojans.
Down to 9 seconds. Reynolds with it, dribbling, getting some pressure out there. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Trojans 93. Cumberland County 61. A 32-point win on the road tonight here in Burkesville for the Barren County Trojans as they go to 19-8 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 6-18. But I want to tell you, Cumberland County is a team that could upset somebody in the district tournament. I know they're going to have to play Russell County, but you never know.
No, you don't.
I think the 16th boys a little more wide open than what previously we thought would be, with Clinton County maybe being the favorite. But you can't count out Metcalf.
No,
I mean,
there's not much difference in all 4. I'm not seeing Clinton County obviously yet, but the 3 of the 4 teams that I have seen is not a big gap in as far as the talent-wise, and it's just whoever that one night you can play really well and upset, or you can be upset if you don't play well.
That's true.
Tonight, what a performance by Barren County. Shot the ball well, passed the ball well. Just all-around good performance tonight.
And, you talk about Metcalf County, they're 0-6. They're going to play Clinton County
and
first
they
game
won
in the district.
Region for
won the four all-region, or all-fourth Class A.
Class A, and they've not won a game, I don't think, since
they have not
been the tournament. So that's kind of a head-scratcher there. But, probably regroup going into the district. Everybody's got a new mind frame going into the district, and everybody starting 0-0.
That's true. Again, the final score tonight, Barren County 93, Cumberland County 61. We'll come back with our CPC Commodities post-game report, as our fourth quarter tonight was brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. The Trojans go to 19-8 on the year. Cumberland County drops to 6-18 with Barren County's 93-61 win tonight over Cumberland County here in Burkesville. Our post-game report coming up next. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, Trojans 93, Cumberland County 61. This is the CPC Commodities postgame report. Barren County led 28-13 at the end of the first quarter. It was 56-32 at halftime. 78-49 after 3 periods of play. Barren County goes on to win 93-61. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Coach Warren Cunningham. You can have a seat here if you want to.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to step on something.
Okay.
I'm good right here.
Coach, what a performance by your Trojans tonight.
Well, we made shots, and but I thought we had good energy from intensity from the get-go, and we attacked to the rim, and we got the ball inside early and kind of played inside out, and we made shots and really stepped into it with confidence and made a lot of shots there.
15 3-point shots. Is that a record?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Have to go back
I don't remember us making 15. I think Coach Gardner said at halftime we had 9, but I don't really remember us making that many. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can't think of a time we've made that many.
But we were just, I don't have the stats or anything for what we shot tonight, but we had 35 field goals.
Well, it was a lot of different guys, and, I thought we did a nice job of our defense, creating some offense for us, getting out in transition, and we really worked the last couple days in terms of when we get stops of making sure we sprint ahead of the ball so that we can throw it ahead, because we've had some times in the last couple games where, we're kind of running beside the ball, and we want to get ahead of the ball so we can throw it ahead and get some things on the break, and I thought we were able to do that. And as they tried to take away the drive and tried to take away the paint, then it kind of opened some things up on the perimeter.
What do you think our weakness was tonight, if there was any?
Well, I thought there was still a few times defensively we got mixed up. A couple times early here we didn't get the help side defense on 10 when he got by. Had a couple times that we messed up on the ball screen, what our responsibilities were, and then we had one time we thought we were in man and we were in the trap, and just a few little things like that we're making progress in, we're working on, that still show up from time to time, and those possessions, when you get in those 1, 2, 3 possession games, those things can be really critical.
Jacob Shaw had 23 points in the first half. He ended with 28, of course, and it's probably a career high for him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, especially in a Trojan uniform, he's probably had more than that, or maybe at GCA. But he really works a lot on his shot. He shoots the ball with confidence, and Will's really shooting the ball with a lot of confidence right now. And I thought we had a good practice yesterday, and I think that kind of stuff carries over. We've had guys getting in the gym and really working on their game and working on making shots, and we've got several guys that can do that. And tonight, everybody kind of was on doing it at the same time.
And Jacob Shaw had 5 threes. So did Will Bandy tonight. He had 5 threes. Nyken had 1. Hester had 1. Pointer had 2, and Lane Stevens even hit a 3 tonight. So very, very good performance scoring-wise, and as far as shooting the ball. I mean, we had to shoot way over 60%, I would think, from the field.
Yeah, we did, and I think a lot of it starts with the quality of shots that we got around the rim, and like I said, that kind of opened things up on the perimeter. And we've got several different guys that can make them, and everybody everybody was making them tonight.
And see if we can shoot this well for the next 10 or 12 games. That would be pretty nice.
Maybe it'll carry over.
Well, I want to congratulate you on here tonight being named the KABC 4th Region Coach of the Year.
Well, it's kind of one of those things that when you have good players and you have a lot of good assistant coaches, and those type of things happen. But I'm very appreciative of it. But it's really a team award, and it speaks volumes about the players that we have, the assistant coaches that I have, and sometimes the head coach. You get credit for things. Sometimes it's really not shouldn't go to you when things go well, and it's kind of one of those things. I'm proud of it, but at the same time, it's a team award, and really it goes to our team and our kids and my coaches that help me relentlessly, and I appreciate it, but I'm proud of our team, and we've got a lot of goals and accomplishments that we want to try to work hard for and make happen over the next few weeks, and that's where our focus is at right now, Jay.
You do a great job, of course, being athletic director. That's a double full-time job.
At times it is. But I really enjoy it. I'm fortunate I work at a place that allows me to do both of those things, and work hard at it, and I have a lot of good help at it.
Got Metcalfe County coming in Tuesday night, a team that lost to Allen in double overtime
last night. Yeah, I was over there for most of it. But, they're a team that shoots the ball really well. They play with a lot of confidence. They've got different guys that can shoot it. Boston DeVore's a really good player. Dial can really shoot it. The lefty point guard really does a good job of moving the ball and finding open guys. And, they've got a lot of different weapons. They're a team that's playing with confidence. I think they've won 13 games this year and, went really advanced in the All-A tournament to the state tournament and won a game or two there. So they do a really good job of moving the ball. They got multiple guys that can shoot it. I think they passed the ball well. I thought they did a really good job of passing the ball last night and finding the open guy, moving it, so it'll be a challenge for our defense. We've got to make sure we close out on shooters, and I think after last night as a team, they've made over 185 threes. Yeah, and I mean that's a ton. To put that in perspective, I think before tonight we were at 125, and that's not something that's our strength, but still, that's that was 60 more threes than us. That's a whole lot of threes. So we got to guard the 3-point line and got to do some things well.
Metcalfe has lost. They've gone on a losing streak since the All-A state tournament, but they've been in those ball games.
Yeah, it's not a situation where they just gone downhill. They've played a good schedule, and sometimes teams that are in those situations, you have a little lull, but they've got good players. I thought they played well for the most part last night. The game was almost getting away from them. They fought back in it, tied it up, and took Allen to double overtime. Had some chances to win that game. So we'll have to come back and be ready to go.
What do they like to run? I mean, what do they?
Well, they shoot a lot of threes. They get up and down the floor and really try to spread you out and drive and kick. And they set a lot of screens. I really like some things that they do in terms of moving the ball and screening and really just trying to get you to make a mistake defensively. And then they've got enough offensive weapons they can capitalize on that.
Defensively, what do they like to run?
Well, they just they play a lot of man-to-man and mix in some zones as well. So, anytime you get into games at this time of year, you got to be ready for a little bit of anything. And at this time, you should have seen it. You pretty much have seen everything. So, teams are like us and mix some things up from time to time. But, you just got to be prepared for anything.
Great performance tonight, 93 points. And let's just keep that average.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah. Coach, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Trojans win 93-61 over Cumberland County tonight here in Burkesville. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Let's take a look at the scoring for tonight for Cumberland County. They had 19 field goals. 3 of those were three-pointers. And from the foul line, they were 20 of 31. Panthers were 20 of 31 from the foul line tonight. So 20 of their 61 points coming from the free throw line. And still working on some of the scoring and a few of the stats here, but let's see if we can pass that along to you. It was Dawson Smith leading the way for Cumberland County tonight with 18 points. He had 11 in the first half. He had 7 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. He was 3 of 5 from the foul line. Hunter Perdue was the other Panther in double figures tonight. He had 14 points, had 5 baskets, and hit all 4 of his free throw shots. 4 points for Ty Say, all coming from the free throw line. He was 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. 1 point for Deacon Duval. He was 1 of 2 from the foul line. Cameron Owsley scored 7 points. 6 of those come in the first half. Had a couple of baskets. He was 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Landon Basham with 5 points tonight. He had a basket and 3 of 4 from the foul line. Grant Thrasher had a 3-point shot. Briley Sewell scored 2. Will Staley had 5. He had a 3-point shot and 2 for 2 from the foul line. And Riley Miller scored 2 points tonight for Coach Curtis Claywell as they dropped to 6-18 out of the season. And the only next week is the final week of the regular season. For the Barren County Trojans tonight, 35 field goals. 15 of those were 3-point shots. Trojans were 8 of 12 from the foul line tonight. And Jacob Shaw, 28 points to lead the Trojans in scoring tonight. He scored 23 of those in the first half. He hit 5 threes, 5 2-point shots, actually 6 twos. 5-3, 6-2s, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. 23 in the first half. He scored 5 in the third period on that 3 and 2. Of course, didn't play the rest of the game with the margin as wide as it was. Will Bandy scored 22 tonight. He had 5 threes. He had 2 two-point shots, and he was 3 of 4 from the line. Bandy had 17 of those 22 in the first half. Aiden Nyken scored 16 tonight. He had 10 in the first quarter. Scored 3 baskets in the third period. Total of 6 baskets. 1 of those a three-point shot. He was 3 of 4 from the foul line. Gavin Withrow with 4 points tonight. Couple of baskets in the first half. Tyler Bush scored 2. Mason Griggs had a couple of baskets for 4 points. Caleb Hester knocked down a 3-point shot tonight. Cody Lane with a 2-point basket. Tate Horner with 2 trays for 6 tonight. Ryan Shirley, 1 of 2 from the foul line for 1 point. Lane Stevens scored a 3. And Byron Reynolds with 2 points tonight for Coach Warren Cunningham as they go to 19-8 on the year and 2 more regular season games to go with Metcalfe County at home on Tuesday night for the last regular season home game, and then on the road next Thursday night in Albany against Clinton County to close out the regular season. And then we'll head to district tournament play a week from Monday night. Both the Trojanettes and Trojans will play on the same night. That's on Monday night, a week from Monday, 6 p.m. Trojanettes against Monroe County, followed by the Trojans and the Falcons in the nightcap. That's on Monday night. Then on Tuesday night, it'll be Glasgow and Allen County, Scottsville, girl-boy doubleheader, with the girls' game starting at 6 and the boys to follow. And then the girls' championship on Thursday, February 26th, 6 p.m. Friday the 27th will be the boys' championship at 6. And we'll have all the action here on 103.7 Nash Icon throughout tournament week, and also all the broadcasts from the 4th Region tournament as well from WKU's Diddle Arena. And the final score tonight here in the first game, Barren County 93, Cumberland County 61. We'll come back with more coverage here in just a moment as we'll get set for the Trojanettes and the Lady Panthers in Game 2 of our doubleheader. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here courtside at Cumberland County High School in Burkesville. Their homecoming activities are still taking place here. So we're in between games, and they said it'd be quite lengthy. Got the Trojanettes and the Lady Panthers coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Let's check out a Coca-Cola scoreboard. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. Got a final score in tonight from the Glasgow-Caverna girls game. It was Glasgow 71, Caverna 29. And at halftime of the boys game, Glasgow leads Caverna 33-25. We'll take a break and we'll come back, and hopefully the homecoming will be about over here in Burkesville here on this Valentine's Day evening. Trojanettes will be coming in at 21-6, Cumberland County at 4-20. Pregame report coming up shortly right here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Yeah, go ahead and play the next one. behind Bowling Green in both the Dave Cantrell ratings, the Lexington Herald leader, and also in the Bowling Green Daily News Prep poll. Cumberland County comes in rated number 16 out of the 17 teams in the 4th region. And You're just looking at the teams in the 4th region girls side of the 17 teams. Only 6 teams in the girls 4th region have winning records. And Barren County actually has the most wins of anybody in the region at 21. They're 21-6. Bowling Green is 20-5. They've been rated number 1 in the region all year. Russell County at 20-6. A team the Trojanettes defeated on Tuesday night by 18 points. Glasgow with the 4th most wins in the season in the 4th region, 18-7. Warren East at 15-7, and Russellville at 16-9. So only 6 of the Region 4 17 teams have winning records. We'll have our Zaxby's pregame report coming up in just a moment as the Trojanettes now making their way out of the court for pregame warm-ups. So we're about going to be around 20 minutes away from tip-off time here in Burkesville for the second game of the evening. So we'll come back after this break for the Zaxby's pregame report as you're listening to Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. And welcome back to Cumberland County High School here in Burkesville. Homecoming night here for the Panthers and Lady Panthers. Got Coach Daryl Murphy, Trojan Academy principal, head softball coach, former Cumberland Countyan.
All in a nutshell, Jay. All in a nutshell. What a night. What a night.
Oh, boy. What about those Trojans racking up 93 points tonight?
Well,
15 threes.
Oh, my goodness. I think, again, we always talk about momentum, and I would hope and feel confident. Coach Cunningham, we shot the ball really well tonight and did a lot of good things. I realize Cumberland County's down a little bit, but sometimes it's more about what you do than the opponent does. And tonight, offensively and then defensively as well, I thought we played an all-around good ball game.
Yeah. We just keep that up, keep that pace going for another 10 or 12 games.
There you go.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
This time of year, it's about momentum and getting that momentum, and that was a great momentum builder, certainly.
Absolutely. I know you have a lot of memories in this gym. I have a few memories in this gym. I played my last high school basketball game in this gym.
Outstanding.
45 years ago.
Wow. Seems like just yesterday, right? Yeah, this is kind of a special place for me. Of course, I graduated from Cumberland County in 1989, played basketball in this gymnasium, and then went away to college and then came back and was over at Allen County for a little while, and then came back as the boys basketball coach here and coached softball here, and then later on became the principal here. So this is kind of home for me, and it's always been, it's the smallest. Us and Russellville have gone back and forth, or Cumberland County and Russellville. I shouldn't say us anymore, but as far as enrollment in the Class A, and there was a time there a few years back that Cumberland County's girls made a couple of back-to-back appearances, or a couple of appearances in the All-A state tournament.
Yes.
So it's always tough to compete with small numbers, and knew that when I was a coach over here, but always tried to put forth a good team. And we had a couple good softball teams over here when I was over here, and we won the Class A a couple of times. Beat Glasgow one time before I even knew who Glasgow was, and so it's tough to compete sometimes when you're in an all-A school like this against teams like Barren County, Warren Central, Bowling Green, those types of things.
Yeah, it was 1975. Played in the 16th district tournament. They had wooden bleachers.
Yep.
They had wooden bleachers in the end zone.
Yep.
Terry Davis was the head coach at Cumberland County that time, and David Wells was his assistant coach.
David later on became the head coach, but Terry Davis was a coach here. A lot of people don't know that about Terry. Terry played basketball at Shelbyville and was maybe a Mr. Basketball candidate, or maybe he was a great basketball player. But David, who had great success here at Cumberland, had many good teams here, and I'm guessing that was back when Gymnasium was still around.
Yes.
So this district here used to be Gymnasium and Tompkinsville, and then Clinton,
Metcalf,
Clinton, and Cumberland and Metcalf.
Yeah,
so
it was 5 teams
that's
in the
correct.
district then.
Now, back when I played, it was just Tompkinsville. We played over in the old Tompkinsville gym, but yeah. When I was here, all this that you see is relatively new within the last 10 to 12, 15 years. But, yeah, used to have the old wooden bleachers and a lot of different things here.
And I know the one good memory that I have, one good memory, I guess, of this gym was I was sitting in the end zone toward the top of the bleachers, and my name was called out that I made the All-16th District All-Tournament team.
Well, outstanding.
So that was...
And listen, there used to be some, back when David Wells was here and Lyndall Castle was over and Coach Murphy was over at Gymnasium. There used to be the 16th district within the district. Yeah. Of course, they were always all-A schools for the most part, but there used to be some battles that went on in the 16th district for those district championships, no doubt about it.
Yeah, a lot of good memories, and won't ever forget.
No.
Well, our concentration, our focus now on the Trojanettes and the Lady Panthers. Trojanettes come in 21-6, defeated a pretty good Russell County team Tuesday night, 53-35.
Well, I thought the girls played a really good game and didn't know what to expect from Russell County, but they played really well during the season. I thought defensively we played really well the other night, and then Elizabeth shot the ball well for us again. So I think this is another test. Even though we're on the road, I think we're the better team here. So with any time you have a kind of a delay like we've had, with the homecoming. Again, Coach Lindsay's more worried about us probably than them, and so hopefully we'll come out and defensively have the same intensity we did against Russell County and offensively be ready to go.
Yeah, Trojanettes hit 9 threes in that game against Russell County on Tuesday night. Elizabeth Bertram, who was named today the KABC 4th Region Player of the Year.
I saw that.
Had 21 points, including 4 3-pointers in the game, and Carly Delk had 10 rebounds
that game. I thought Carly played really well in that game, and I'm a little biased about Elizabeth. We get to see her every night, but I think Elizabeth is the fourth region, no doubt about it. Her coaches obviously think she is, but she has certainly played up to that preseason player, number one player, and she has been playing well here of late, and we've had other people that have stepped up. So again, a lot of things have come together here for Coach Lindsay at the right time of the season as far as those things go.
Right. Trojanettes were 9 of 16 from behind the arc in that game Tuesday night against Russell County, despite just scoring 53 points. So you got to think, well, half the points came from behind the arc Tuesday night, 9 threes.
Right, and that's another good thing. You feel like we will shoot a better percentage from inside the arc. So if you're shooting that well from behind the arc, knowing that you're going to have a better performance, again, it's a good feeling to know that situation.
Now you look on the other side, Cumberland County Lady Panthers, fourth-year head coach Kristen Rowe Anderson, who was a former Cumberland County Lady Panther herself and played in the regional tournament a couple of years. You go back to 2008, the last time the Lady Panthers won the 16th district. You go back to 2008, they were runners-up in 2015. But you remember her from that 2008 team. They went to the fourth region semifinals. They won 25 ball games that year.
Yeah, and Kristen was a great ball player when she was here. Went on to play a little college ball. She played softball for me. Just a great athlete. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was her junior year or senior year, the Barren County, they call it the butt shot, I think, that Barren County beat them on that TJ.
It was 2007.
Okay, she must have, so she's been in some big games, and she knows her way around the basketball court, and she's a homegrown girl, so she's had a rough go of it a little bit with the talent pool, but I will promise you her girls will be as intense as she was as a ball player.
Oh, yeah. They were 25-7. That was in 2008, and that would have been Kristen's senior year.
Yep.
But 2007 was the T.J. Thomas butt shot.
Right.
Of course, T.J. is a head coach at Metcalfe County.
Right, exactly.
So they compete against each other,
they do,
not only on the court as a player, but now as a coach.
And that's interesting that both of those girls were great basketball players for their high schools, and now they're doing a great job on the sidelines.
Yep. Cumberland County lost to Monroe County on Tuesday night by a score of 62-51, and it was Kaylin Franklin who scored 13. Katie Patterson added 12 in that game. They were 17 of 38 from the field against the Lady Falcons, hit 4 of 9 3-point shots, but they were just 13 of 29 from the foul line. They've lost 8 straight, but there are no seniors on this Lady Panther team.
Yeah, and you're always looking to what's down the road and building with younger kids, and that's typically not the case. You always have a few kids in each grade level and to not have any seniors. So you're hoping to build on that and down the road in the future a little bit have a little more success than they've had this year.
And you look at their the district tournament slate, they're going to have to play Metcalfe County. Is that right?
I think so. I think
Clinton's got Russell County.
Clinton was the number 4 seed, I think, and Russell was the number 1, and then Metcalfe was the 2, and Cumberland was the 3.
So Metcalfe and Cumberland will play in the first round of the 16th district week from Monday or week from Tuesday, I guess it is.
Yep.
But 4 wins for Cumberland County this year. They beat Adair County 41-40. They beat Louisville Western by 25 and beat Clinton County in overtime 51-44. The other went over Russellville by 8, and they've had some close losses. They only lost to Russell County by 3 in overtime.
And from what I heard from some of the folks that I know over here, had a shot in regulation to win the ball game. Had a breakaway layup and just missed a layup, a contested layup, or would have beaten Russell County at Russell County. So you never know. You want to make sure that our girls are focused and ready to go right off the bat here tonight.
Right. And the other close losses were to Clinton by 5, Lyon County by 8, and Dawson Springs by 1 point. But, he talked about the records. Kristen Anderson, well, she's got 4 wins this year. She had 3 last year. Did not win a game 2 years ago. Yeah. Went 7-21 her first year. But the last time a Cumberland County team has beat a Barren County team was in 2015. Yeah. And they went to the regional tournament that year.
Yeah. So. And it's just here at this school, this size, Jay, I've got 400 freshmen at the Trojan Academy, and this high school school here just barely might have 300 kids, and so you think half of those are boys, you got 150 girls, and then so it begins to be a numbers game, and so it becomes very difficult to be competitive on a nightly basis.
Against the 15th district teams, Cumberland County lost to Allen County Scottsville 45-27. Lost to Monroe County twice, once by 18, the other by 11. They lost to Glasgow 61-23, and they played Glasgow again Tuesday night. I guess one of those games was probably in the All-A.
It was. I think it was in the All-A that they had over here. Yeah, Glasgow beat them over here.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll break down some numbers for you between the Trojanettes and the Lady Panthers. This pregame report is brought to you by Zaxby's with a new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or boneless wings meal, and that sandwich is served in a toasted potato bun. You can make it a meal with a boneless wings meal with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce Coca-Cola freestyle drink. Pregame report brought to you by Zaxby's. We'll come back to Burkesville after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Cumberland County averages 41.8 points a game. They give up 56 to their opponents. They shoot 32.7% from the field, 24% on three-point shots. They've hit 58 threes this year. They shoot 56.3% from the foul line, and they average 28 rebounds a game. Trojanettes are averaging almost 60 points a game, outscoring their opponents by an average of 13. They average 47. Barren County's hit 142 three-point shots this year, shooting at 33.1%. From the field, 41.4% overall, 63.6% from the foul line, and 27.5 rebounds a game. And most of these district tournaments now kind of know who's going to play who, except for the 14th, which is still, there was a couple of district games tonight. Warren East at Bowling Green, Greenwood at Warren Central, coach. And I think that was, Todd Central is at Russellville down in the 13th district, but that's pretty much set on the girls' side. Logan County, the 1 seed, Franklin Simpson, the 2. Maybe Russellville could be the tied for the second because they're 2 and 3. Franklin Simpson's 3 and 3. Todd Central 0 and 5. So they're probably going to be the 4 seeds. So Logan and Todd, Franklin and Russellville, probably how that's going to pan out there. 14th, Bowling Green probably going to be the 1 seed. They're undefeated. And then Warren East is 5 and 3. Kind of surprise team that's really improved this year. South Warren 4 and 4. And then Warren Central Greenwood is 0 and 7 in district play.
That's a little surprising after we played.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't give them enough credit. I thought they played. Now, we didn't play our best game against them, but they were. I was surprised they have not picked up a win down there in that district.
Right. So that may put You know, if you look at it, the 4 and 5 teams could be Central and Greenwood playing that 4 or 5 spot.
And I thought, are they playing tonight, Central?
They are playing tonight.
Well, I thought I saw on Twitter.
Did you see this final score, Greenwood and Central?
I thought I saw Central's girls beat Greenwood tonight.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
that's interesting.
Yeah, that is. Because, again, by looking at Greenwood, they've got some athletic ability there, and obviously beat us at their place the other night. And for them to be winless in that district is a little surprising.
Yep. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Of course, the area schedule brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow. Carrying it a better way, day by day. Lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Cumberland County Lady Panthers under fourth-year head coach Kristen Anderson. They'll start Katie Patterson, a 5'6" junior, averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds a game. Maggie Morgans, a 5'4" sophomore, 8 points, 10 rebounds a game. Danielle Cooper is a 5'2" junior that averages 7.8. Kaylin Franklin, 5'6" sophomore, 7.5 points a game. And Carly Nettles is a 5'6" freshman that averages 7 points and almost 6 boards a game. For the Barren County Trojanettes under fourth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader, averaging 3.5 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7", senior, 20.4 points a game. Raven Ennis, a 5'9", sophomore, 11.4 points, 5.5 rebounds. Carly Delk, 5'9", senior, 7.2 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Eve Jackson, a 5'9" senior that averages 6.4 points a game for the Trojanettes. And that's your starting lineups. We'll come back with a tip-off. The Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, Jay Turner, Coach Darryl Murphy as the Trojanettes take on the Lady Panthers here in our nightcap on Valentine's Day. Normally the ladies play first on Valentine's Day, don't they, Coach?
They do. I guess they accommodated the girls over here tonight for homecoming and let them play. I guess Coach she's gonna do it all here, isn't she?
What happened to our PA announcer?
I don't know, he
took a break. So Coach Anderson, the lady coach for the Lady Panthers, going to do the starting lineups for both teams. Don't think I've ever seen that happen before, Coach.
Jay, I've seen a lot in my tenure as a coach, and a lot of it's been on me, but I've never seen that one before.
Good crowd on hand tonight for the Valentine's Day evening clash. Only 2 more games to go. Tuesday night, Metcalfe County at home. Go to Clinton County next Thursday over in Albany. We had a district tournament action week from Monday at Allen County, Scottsville. And we're going to have a big doubleheader, Coach. A Barren County, Monroe County girl-boy matchup doubleheader.
Well, I'm expecting a big crowd because of the situation. It's been a while, I think, since we've had a boy-girl doubleheader.
Yes,
right?
I can't remember the last time that's happened.
It'll be a great opportunity for fans to get out and see both teams play, and hopefully it'll be a great night for both the Trojanettes and the Trojans.
The official, sponsored by Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of the highest quality no matter the size of the project. And the officials are the same 3 we had in the boys' game. It was Barry Ballou, Rob Hacker, and Joe Plunk. Haven't seen Joe this year.
No, I was going to say, that's the only one of the 3 that we have not seen.
Lady Panthers in white with green letters and numbers, and the Barren County Trojanettes, black uniforms tonight, burgundy and gold letters and numbers. Trojanettes moving right to left. Lady Panthers coming left to right. Barry Ballou steps in to toss it up. Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren. And it is Maggie Morgan for Cumberland County. Barren County gets the tap. Katie Murphy with the basketball. Gives it over to Bertram. Lady Panthers in the zone defense here. Here's Jackson. Lobs it down to Bertram underneath. She puts it up. It's no good, but a foul.
Little 3-2 there, looked like, from the Lady Panthers on that opening play. We got a back screen. Lob to Elizabeth, a little contact. So go to the free throw line. Hopefully not 2 down here.
Free throw's good for Bertram. Shooting at 74.6% of the season. Leading scorer in the region at 20.4 points a game. Second shot comes out. And rebound to Cumberland County as Katie Murphy reached in to tie it up, but they're going to call a foul.
Little late there. I thought Katie was a little hesitant there and got the foul.
So Cumberland County will have the basketball, and it comes into play. They work it in the backcourt. Got some number changes here, Coach. I'm going to have to check out and see what's going on here. We got 23. That's Jayliana Smith, a 5'6" 8th grader. If that's right or not. But they've got Cora Kraft, an 8th grader, who mishandles the basketball, and here comes Bertram with it. Cuts back right, pulls up the jumper in the lane. No good. Rebound put back up, and no good by Delk. And the rebound comes off to Carly Nettles for Cumberland County, and the ball goes to the floor, and a couple of players go to the floor. Jump ball. Well, now we're going to get, I guess the starters are going to come in, who are the original starters. Not sure what Coach Anderson was doing there, but we'll see what happens. Barren County in a full court press as the ball comes into play to Franklin. And she'll give it across and into the middle. Bounce pass down underneath, and a shot put up and in for Nettles. Cumberland County on the scoreboard, 2-1. Bertram with the basketball, sends it over to Ennis, goes inside on an offensive foul. Ennis, her first, team second.
What do you think about that?
And it will be Cumberland County's basketball as Patterson will toss it in. Full court pressure behind the Trojanettes. Comes into Franklin. They break the press, and they give it inside the lane there and back over the right side. Here's a shot going up good for Cooper. Lady Panthers off to a good start. They lead at 4-1 over the Trojanettes. Left side, it goes to Ennis. Fakes, drives around her defender. Shovel pass underneath to Delk, and she puts it in.
Great look there by Raven with the ball fake, and a good look to Carly.
As she gets the Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist, it's 4-3. Cumberland County with the basketball on the left side. Franklin gives it down to the corner to Nettles. Back out to Franklin for 3. It's short, misses everything, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Barren County's basketball. 6:20 to play, first quarter. Cumberland County 4, Barren County 3. And Katie Murphy will bring it up for the Trojanettes. Out of the right side, straight away goes to Jackson. Left corner, Ennis pulls the trigger for 3. No good. Rebound comes off to Cooper for Cumberland County. Got in a trap. Feeds it to Patterson. Patterson to the backcourt. Sends it across the line. Ooh, it's going to be over and back as Franklin is going back to Patterson. I don't think she had her feet into the front court.
No, just had the right idea there. Just hadn't got over the line yet.
4-3 the score. Barren County with the basketball. Murphy. Right side over to Jackson. Lob inside to Ennis. Kicks it back in the right corner. Here's Bertram, 3 short. And the rebound claimed in there by Franklin for Cumberland County. Franklin trying to split the defenders. Loses the handle. Chases it down. Gets rid of the basketball. Working left side of the lane. Nettles gives it out now to Cooper. Cooper back to the right side. Now they send it back out front now to Patterson to set up. Right side it goes to Cooper. Now Cooper curls out to the top. Nettles can't shoot the 3. They go back left side with it over to Franklin. Franklin comes out to the middle of the floor. Bounce pass left side over to Nettles. Nettles feeds it off to Morgan. Morgan back to right corner. Shot in the air. No good. Rebound to Carly Delk. Murphy loops it way down to Jackson. Too much. It goes out of bounds. 3 minutes gone here in the quarter. Cumberland County with a 4-3 lead. Lady Panthers with the basketball. Patterson to toss it in. As it comes in to Cooper. Ball got away. Underneath, and Ennis trying to throw it up. It went up in the air, and here's Bertram stepping back and shooting the tray. Knocks it down. Good
shot there by Elizabeth. Relocate behind the 3 and knock it down.
69 threes for Elizabeth Bertram so far this year. It's 6-4 Barren County. That People's Bank 3-point shot. Lady Panthers throw it away. Went over the head of Morgan and out of bounds.
That's the first time we've turned them over, Jay, in about the 5th trip there. They had been really efficient with their press break, but that time we got them to throw it away.
Barren County with the basketball. And here's a shot out of the corner. Good again for Bertram.
Catch and shoot. Great job.
2 in a row. 9-4. Pass picked off by Delk. Feeds it to Ennis. Left of the lane. Into
nice
Delk.
Job.
Puts it up and
nice
in.
Job. Great job of anticipating by Carly and a great pass by Raven.
And it's 11-4. Cumberland County takes a 30-second timeout with 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And let's see if we got a score here. Into the third quarter. Glasgow boys 49, Caverna 41.
Jay, I was right on that. Warren Central beat Greenwood's girls on the last second shot at Central, 49-48. So I guess that would probably mean that those two will play in that, 4 or 5 game.
They will.
Play-in game to play Bowling Green, I guess.
Sounds about right. Ball gets away on the floor. Coming up with it, Murphy couldn't handle it. Goes out of bounds. Lady Panthers, Jayliana Smith to toss it in. 5, 6, 8th graders just checked back in the lineup for Coach Kristen Anderson. And it's Franklin having it taken away. Bertram driving to the bucket, puts it up and in. 13-4. Now the press starting to cause some problems for the Lady Panthers, but they break the press this time. Nettles stops, it's knocked away. Loose ball taken by Katie Murphy. Katie Murphy heading to the rim, puts it in.
Like you said, Jay, the pressure's starting to get to the Lady Panthers a little bit.
Poked away by Murphy. And here's Bertram across to Ennis, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Cumberland County. Had a good chance right there to extend that lead out to 17-4. Cumberland County gets it into the front court. Here's Morgan dribbling it off her foot and out of bounds.
Took us a couple of minutes with the pressure to get her energy going, Jay, but the last couple of trips we've looked really good out of it.
Yep. Emma Kraft has checked into the Cumberland County lineup, number 14, 5'4" freshman. Here's Eve Jackson out to Murphy. Right side to Bertram. Now Bertram looks, goes in the corner to Jackson. Going to fire it up for 3. It's no good. Long rebound on the left side. Chased down by Franklin. And it's Patterson bringing it into the front court. Patterson, bounce pass, high post right to Morgan. Turns toward the basket, gets around Jackson, and Eve actually blocked the shot on her. Trojanettes back the other way, 2:48 to play in the first, leading 15-4. Jackson with it, drives left of the lane in the corner. Bertram fires 3, no good. Carly Delk the offensive board, back to Murphy. It'll be a long 2, no good. And then put back up and in by Bertram.
Great job, Elizabeth, being active there, not getting boxed off.
17-4. Steal. Bertram trying to dive for it. Got it in the corner. Nope. Dropped it on the inline.
Great hustle there by Elizabeth, though. You don't mind that because she's real active there. Almost got the steal by herself.
Right. Ball comes into play as Cumberland County tries to break the pressure. Morgan is in a trap. Got rid of the basketball to Patterson. Down in the corner. It's Kraft and back out now to Patterson. 2:12 to go here in the first. 17-4. Trojanettes on top. Left side is Smith. Now they give it to Morgan, right of the key. Over to Kraft, 18-footer left side, no. Battle for the rebound, tapped up in the air, grabbed by Eve Jackson as Bertram was fighting for it. Here's Ennis driving it right down the lane, scoops it up, missed the shot. Rebound of the Lady Panthers. Franklin knocked away and stolen. Here's Bertram laying it up and in. 13 for Elizabeth Bertram here in this quarter. It's 19-4. And having trouble with it in the backcourt. Ball poked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers. As Macy Lockhart, 5'9" freshman, will come in for Eve Jackson. For Barren County, a couple of changes in the Lady Panther lineup. They get Nettles back in. And also Cooper. Cooper getting the basketball off to Morgan, and a bad pass as Delk made a dive for it to try to save it in bounds underneath the basket. Kraft had it. Bodies go everywhere. Ball goes out of bounds.
I couldn't see anything for the referee there, Jay. I thought we had it. I thought he hit Carly and then kind of bounced off a couple of players down there.
1:21 left here in the first. 19-4 ball game. Trojanettes. Lady Panthers will toss it in on the right baseline. Patterson gets it in the corner. Morgan has a shot blocked from three-point range. Out of bounds underneath the Cumberland County bucket. Morgan will toss it in. Gets it in the corner to Patterson. Has it stolen away. Bertram's got it for the Trojanettes. Feeds it across to Lockhart. Right of the lane. Delk mishandled the pass, but Ennis there to get it and throws it up in the air. Not sure if it got blocked or what, but lost it out of her hand. Here's Bertram for a three. No good off the left side of the rim. And rebound to Cumberland County. Ennis ripped it away from the Cumberland County player. They call it jump ball. Possession arrow to the Lady Panthers. Taylor Harlow, another freshman, coming in for the Trojanettes. 5'9". Coming in for Carly Delk. 51.9 to play here in the first. 19-4.
Should have been our ball.
Yeah, I thought it was pointed that way. And going to get a timeout by Cumberland County with 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Trojanettes 19, Cumberland County 4. Take a People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank, your local community bank, working for you. Trojans winning earlier tonight, 93-61 over Cumberland County. As Trojans picked up their 19th win of the season.
Well, and some great news there, too. I think Coach Cunningham was named the KBC Coach of the Year in the 4th region. So,
that's right. I congratulated him during our coach's comments.
That's a great representation for Barren County to have the Player of the Year in the girls department and then the Coach of the Year in the boys department. Coach Lindsay does a great job and got a lot of great athletes on the boys program, but that's another accolade for both of those programs to have those student athletes and coaches represented by that KBC.
Yep. One more home game to go. Metcalfe County Tuesday night before we go to Clinton County next Thursday. It's hard to believe the season's almost over.
It has kind of flown by, Jay. It just seems like the other day we were up at South Laurel up in the Crow's Nest up there with 20 people in the stands, and here it is. We're a week away from the opening round of the district tournament.
That's right. Cumberland County's basketball, 46 seconds to play here in the first. A bad pass deflected off Harlow's hand, but picked up by Ennis. Sends it down the right corner. Murphy feeding it into Harlow. Shot blocked in there. May have been some body contact, but here come the Lady Panthers. Coming up the right side before they lose it. That was Cooper losing the handle. We got a 4-on-1 break. Here's a layup. No good for Katie Murphy. Rebounding there by Patterson. Now Patterson gets rid of the basketball to Kraft. Kraft will sling it up court in the corner to Cooper. Almost lost it out of bounds. Threw it away. Here comes Macy Lockhart with 12 seconds to go. Gives it to Bertram. Fires a one-hand pass down to Murphy, and she puts it in off the window.
Great look by Elizabeth Bertram there. She's running the floor.
21-4. 2 seconds. One. That will probably do it for the first quarter. Barren County 21, Cumberland County 4. We'll come back for the second quarter of action here from Burkesville after this timeout. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Second quarter underway, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Lockhart has it on the right side of the floor. One dribble, gives it over to Bertram. Deep on the right wing. Now Ennis has it. Ennis sends it back to Bertram. Can't penetrate, steps back, shoots a three. It's no good. And rebounded there by Cumberland County's Cooper. No, that was number 2. That was Franklin. And having trouble to the back court. They're going to have to get it across the line. They split the defender. Ooh, a foul. And it'll be on Katie Murphy. That's her second. And that will be the team's third. And Liberty Rice, 5'5" junior, will check in to the lineup. Katie Murphy now on the bench with 2 fouls early here in the second period. Lady Panthers, Katie Patterson with the basketball. Will bring it into the front court. Right side it goes to Franklin. Franklin curls around, had it knocked loose, but chased down there by Patterson. Patterson curls to the right side. Hands it off there to Nettles. Now Nettles turns, gives it back to Patterson. Patterson still on the dribble. Goes right side with it to Franklin. Franklin brings it to the top of the key. Goes left side. Here's a 3 ball. It's in the air. It is no good. Ball hits the floor, and Trojans that's come up with it. Here's Bertram. Feeds it down to Ennis. Lays it up and in.
That's a great pass. Half the court there by Elizabeth on a dime to Raven. Cutting to the basket. Nice left-handed layup.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris assists. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with financial planning. 23-4. 3-point try. Right wing. No good. Morgan with the offensive board trying to go back up. It's blocked. Ball's tipped around. Trojanettes coming back the other way. Here's Ennis. Bounce pass off to Lockhart. Lost it and goes off the foot of the Lady Panthers.
You know, Jay, as intense as we get it on defensive down here, if you're not used to that, the Lady Panthers just having a whole lot of trouble getting anything go offensively. We're really getting after them.
Comes out to Lockhart. Feeds it in the middle to Bertram. Steps back top of the key. Lets it go for 3. Short. It comes off to Patterson for Cumberland County. 23-4, Trojanettes lead it. 6:10 to play here in the first half. Right side is Cooper. Cooper curls into the key. Now gives it off to the left side. Patterson out top to Franklin. Franklin goes left, back to Patterson. Left side is Nettles. Free throw line extended. Get it over to Morgan. Right side of the circle. Back left side, Nettles. Goes it back over now to Franklin. Franklin off to Cooper. Cooper drives strong into the lane. Shot goes up and in.
Tough shot there, Jay. Good looking penetration.
Yeah.
Drew a little contact as well.
Yeah, 23-6. Bertram with the basketball. Feeds it to Rice. Free throw line shot is coming out. Ball slapped over, and Cumberland County comes up with the basketball. Now Patterson to the backcourt. Ball knocked away as Bertram chases it down. Feeds it underneath. Wide open. Ennis puts it in. An official timeout. Looks like Cooper may be shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, I think she might have taken an elbow or something there. She was a little shaken up, going to come out of the game.
Jayliana Smith will check in to the Cumberland County lineup for Cooper. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Barren County 25, Cumberland County 6. Left side with it. They go down low. Ball knocked loose. Scramble forward, jump ball. Taylor Harlow reaching in there to tie it up. Cumberland County will keep it on their end of the floor. Patterson will toss it in. Comes out in the corner to Morgan. And Morgan sends it back out to Franklin. Franklin gets a screen from Nettles. Goes right side with it. Over to Smith. Smith bounces out to Nettles. Gets with the basketball over to Patterson. Now Patterson starts her move off the screen from Nettles. In the corner. Here's a shot on the way. No good. Long rebound. Oh, Lockhart had it there for a moment. And here's a shot missed and a rebound to Harlow. Up court it goes to Jackson. Loops it over to Lockhart. Can't handle it. It goes out of bounds.
A little ragged there. We had a good box off down here, and we were lucky to get the rebound, and then we kind of fumbled out a pass there.
So Katie Murphy and Carly Delk return to the Trojanet lineup with 4:18 to play here in the first half. And Patterson with the basketball. Bounce pass to high post left. They kick it out to Smith for three. It's no good. Rebound to Katie Murphy. Trojanettes want to run. Here's Jackson with it on the right wing. Jackson back out front to Murphy. Left side it goes to Rice. Down the left corner. Here's a three in the air. No good. Missed it badly for Ennis. And Murphy will try it from 18. It's short. Misses everything. Loose ball. Chased down to the corner by Liberty Rice. And now trying to bounce it down in there to Jackson. And she threw it away. Right in the hands of Smith. Here come the Lady Panthers, and Rice reaches in, will commit the foul. That is her first, Barren County's fourth of the half. Emma Hughes, 5'5" junior, comes in for Raven Ennis, and Elizabeth Bertram back in for Liberty Rice. 3:38 to play in the first half. Not a whole lot of offense going on here, Coach. Not much scoring anyway. 25-6. Foul out front, going to be called. Or no, it's just out of bounds. Kickball, okay.
I'll go with that.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
There's a pass underneath the Nettles. Hits the bottom of the backboard. She was double teamed. Delk gets her the basketball up to Bertram. Bertram, crossover, goes to the basket, gets tripped up. Foul called on the Lady Panthers. And they put it on Morgan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
22, yep.
That's her first, team second. Free throw good for Elizabeth Bertram. 16 now for Bertram. Make it 17 as she connects on that second free throw. Makes it 27-6. 3:15 left before halftime. Patterson, left side to Nettles. Feeds it off now to Morgan. Morgan wants to drive. Had it swatted away. Murphy's got it for the Trojanettes. 2-on-1 break. Bounce pass off to Hughes. She lays it up and in.
Great pass by Katie. Emma Hughes running the floor. Easy layup, Jay.
Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assists for Katie Murphy. Makes it 29-6. And it's Cora Kraft throwing it left side over to Franklin. Franklin goes to the baseline, and her shot is going to be foul called. And it's on Emma Hughes, her first, team's fifth.
Jay, I'll give the Lady Panthers a little credit. They do a pretty good job running their offense. It's just that athletically they can't get to the rim like we can. I mean, sometimes you just got to call it like you see it. And so they do a pretty good job of screening the ball against their man, but they're having trouble getting to the rim and finishing.
Right. First shot is missed. She'll have one more. And she got that one. First point for Kaylin Franklin. 29-7. 2:40 to play here in the first half. Jackson sends it down the corner to Bertram. Fires a skip pass through the hands of Murphy. She's breaking to the basket out of bounds.
Good look by Elizabeth. Yeah. Katie was making a good cut, but she got a catch-up pass.
Raven Ennis back in the lineup for the Trojanettes. 2:25 to go before halftime. 29-7. Patterson left side over to Kraft. Kraft gets rid of the basketball to Franklin. Franklin goes left to Nettles. Comes back out to Franklin. Now Franklin angling off to the left side. Bertram staying with her. Pass is thrown away and in the hands of Jackson. Drives the bucket, puts it up and in.
Nice move by Eve, but that was all started with a good defensive pressure by Elizabeth down here in the man-to-man situation. Get the turnover.
31-7. Minute 48 to play before the halftime break. Nettles with it on the right side. Sends it over to Kraft on the left. Out it comes to Franklin. And Franklin, bounce pass, almost stolen by Ennis. Driving in there is Morgan. She puts it up, and it goes in.
Good move right there, and a little contact.
Yeah. 31-9, a minute 26 to play before halftime. Bertram with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Sends it over to Jackson to the right side. Out to Hughes. Back over to Jackson. Down the corner to Ennis. Throws it back out to Jackson. Bounce pass, breaking the basket is Hughes. She's double teamed down low. They kick it back out. Eve Jackson, a three, bottom.
Nice job of the backdoor cut by Emma. And when they covered her up, she made a great pass to Eve for the three, catch and shoot.
That's the third People's Bank three here in the first half for the Trojanettes. 34-9. And we got a foul call on Eve Jackson. Her first, team sixth. With 49 seconds to play before halftime. Eve Jackson will take a seat. Macy Lockhart back in for Coach Piper Lindsay. Cumberland County with the basketball. Franklin bounces it out to Smith. Left side it goes to Nettles. Nettles sends it out now to Kraft. Kraft wants to drive into traffic, and the ball's loose on the floor. But here comes Nettles with a shot from 15 feet on the left side. 34-11. Bertram in the lane. Shot, no good. Rebound, Delk. Back out to Ennis. Gives to Hughes. Left side to Lockhart. In the corner to Bertram. Bertram trying to go baseline. Throws up the shot. No good. Rebound in there by Cumberland County with 9 seconds to play in the first half. And the ball slapped out of the hands of the Lady Panther by Elizabeth Bertram. So we're down to 6.7 to play. Comes out to Franklin. They go left side with it. And forcing up the shot and almost banked in from 20 feet. They get 3 shots here. And they're going to put it on Carly Delk.
You know, okay, I don't know about that one.
I couldn't really see over there because
the scenario is she was going to the rim and Carly was just kind of standing straight up, and she did a great job of selling it. I'll give her that, but I thought it was that she initiated the contact and kind of sold it a little bit.
34-12 as Cooper connects on the first of 3. She's got 2 more coming. And it's on the way. She got that one. Shoots 63.5% from the line on the season. 34-13. And one more, and it's on the way, and she got it.
Good-looking free throw shooter.
34-14, 2 seconds to go. Lockhart's going to have to throw it up from midcourt, and it hit the backboard. That's the end of the first half. Trojanettes 34 and Cumberland County 14. We'll come back with our halftime report in a moment. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow, let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. I'm sorry? 34-14. Report brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. We know what's at stake. Trojanettes 34, Lady Panthers 14. Barren County led 21-4 at the end of the first quarter and only outscored the Lady Panthers 13-10 in the second period of play. Cumberland County with 5 field goals in the first half. They were 4 of 5 from the foul line. Danielle Cooper leads the way for the Lady Panthers, 7 points, couple of field goals, 3 for 3 from the foul line. Carly Nettles with a couple of baskets for 4 points. Maggie Morgan with a basket for 2 points. Kaylin Franklin, 1 of 2 from the foul line for 1 point. Katie Patterson started the ball game, did not score. Emma Kraft, Jayliana Smith, and Cora Kraft saw action but did not score in the first half. Trojanettes with 14 field goals, 3 of those were 3-point shots, and 3 of 4 from the foul line. 17, as Elizabeth Bertram has half of the Barren County points in the first half. She scored 5 baskets, or actually 6 baskets. 2 of those were 3-point shots. She scored 7 points in the first quarter on the 2 threes and 1 of 2 free throws. And then the second quarter had 4 baskets and 2 for 2 from the line. Actually, I don't really have that right, Coach. She scored 13 in the first quarter, and she scored 4 in the second quarter on that basket and 2 free throws. So she has 17 of Barren County's 34. Katie Murphy had a couple of baskets in the first quarter for 4 points. Raven Ennis with only 2 in the first half. That came in the second quarter. A couple of baskets for Carly Delk in the first period. Eve Jackson with 5, both field goals coming in the second period on a 2 and a 3. And Emma Hughes scored in that second quarter. Liberty Rice, Macy Lockhart, Taylor Harlow saw action, but did not score in the first half. So Trojanettes a little sluggish in that second quarter.
Yeah, it's hard to get into kind of a rhythm. We're getting a lot of. We didn't press a whole lot there in the second quarter because we had such a big lead. I think what Coach Lindsay would like to see probably here in this second half, probably go back with the starters a little bit, even though we've got a 20-point lead. And I think she would like to see a little more consistent play out of some of the other players other than Elizabeth. That's what it's going to take for us in the postseason. So people like Carly and Eve and Raven and Katie are going to need to have a little better performance offensively. We know what Elizabeth can do, but I think for Coach Lindsay, what she'd like to see is a little better performance out of those other 4 starters.
Right. Trojans winning earlier tonight, 93-61. Barren County with 15 3-point shots. That could be a school record. I'm not sure.
What was it, Jay?
15 threes.
Well, I knew we shot it well. I had no idea. 15 threes. Wow.
So almost, that's 45 points right there coming from behind the arc. That's almost half the points.
Yeah, great shooting night there. I knew offensively we played as well as we have all year long, but shooting the basketball like that, regardless of the defensive intensity, still got to knock it down, and I thought we shot it as well tonight as we have all year long.
Yeah. 2 more games to go, as we've talked about. Metcalfe County at home on Tuesday night. The Lady Hornets losing to Allen County Scottsville last night, but had beaten Glasgow the game before that.
Yeah, I saw that. I beat them on the last second shot.
They hit 12 threes that night, I believe. Yeah.
So, that tells you a little bit about something. We'll have to match that same defensive intensity because obviously they've got some kids didn't knock the shots down, so defensively we'll have to work real hard.
Right. We'll get ready for the second half coming up, and it'll be brought to you by our third quarter, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow, let you experience the Don Franklin difference. Back with our third quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Burkesville, minute and a half before we start the third quarter. Barren County Trojanettes 34, Cumberland County 14. Foul situation in the first half for Cumberland County, only 2 committed. Maggie Morgan and Emma Kraft both had 1 apiece. Barren County committing 7 in the first half. 2 on Katie Murphy, 1 each on Raven Ennis, Carly Delk, Eve Jackson, Emma Hughes, and Liberty Rice. And I think the Trojanettes will go back with their original starting 5 to start the third quarter. And the final score in on the Coca-Cola scoreboard tonight, Glasgow boys defeat Caverna 66-52. Final score there. Reminder, you're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com, and on BCHS Live tonight. That's what I heard, yes. Cumberland County, or Barren County's basketball to start the second half. Moving from left to right. Elizabeth Bertram at midcourt across the way to toss it in. Comes into Katie Murphy. Back over goes to Bertram on the left side. Back straight away to Murphy. Right side it goes to Jackson. Bounce pass in the corner to Bertram. Bertram comes out to the wing, gives to Jackson. Back to Bertram. In the corner to Carly Delk. Back out to Bertram. Lady Panthers in the 2-3 zone defensively. Start the second half. Diagonal pass, right corner, Ennis. Back out to Jackson. Swings it left over to Murphy. Back to Jackson. In the corner to Ennis. Back out it comes to Bertram. Wants to drive. Left of the lane, cut off in there. Now trying to go to the basket, and she gets tripped up. Foul on, is it on Cooper?
I think so.
Put it on? Okay.
Number 4, Cooper.
All right.
Yes, sir.
First foul. Here's Bertram, 15 to the left side. Good.
Great cut there by Elizabeth, catch and shoot.
19 for Elizabeth Bertram, 36-14. Lady Panthers break the pressure, taking it down the left side. Franklin bounces back out to Cooper, gives it over on the right side. Now Nettles with it. Back out to Patterson. Now Patterson starts her move right. Deep on the right wing is Franklin. Comes off a screen from Nettles, can't shoot. Goes back to the left side of Cooper. She drives into the lane, puts up the shot, and banked it in. Cooper has 9.
Good take there by Cooper from Cumberland County.
36-16. Jackson going up the baseline. Cut off. Bounce pass there to Delk. Left of the lane. Back to Bertram for 3. It's in and out. Rebound to Nettles for Cumberland County. Ball gets knocked loose, and Bertram down to the floor. Throws it off underneath to a wide open Murphy. She missed it. Trying to follow her own shot. She gets fouled.
Great hustle right there by Elizabeth. Missed the 3, but never gave up on it. An opportunity for Katie Murphy to go to the free throw line here.
Foul is on Maggie Morgan. That is her second. Cumberland County's second of the half. Katie Murphy puts it up and in for her 5th point of the game. 37-16. Second shot is on the way, short, off the front of the rim. Rebounding there by Maggie Morgan. Comes in the middle to Cooper. Oh, that should have been over and back.
That wasn't even close, Jay. I don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, Patterson getting a lot of pressure from Bertram. Right side it goes to Nettles. Back out now to Patterson. Right side, give and go, down to Patterson. Taken away from her by Bertram. One-hand left-handed pass. It comes up to Delk. Goes in for the layup. Got it.
Great pass by Elizabeth again, and Carly running the floor.
39-16. Working to the backcourt. Lady Panthers. Morgan got rid of the basketball cross court over to Franklin. And now we got a traveling violation on Cooper. Ball will come back to Barren with 5:44 to play here in the third quarter. 39-16 Trojanet lead. Katie Murphy. Jackson, right corner, Bertram. Putting down the dribble. Coming out to the wing. Out top is Jackson. Sends it left side. Murphy penetrating near the lane. Now gets rid of it over the left side to Ennis. Back out to Jackson. Jackson driving right of the lane. Throws it off to Bertram. Bertram back off to Jackson. Here's a lob down to Delk. She puts it up. Shot it too hard. Get her on rebound from the left side and puts it in.
Good pass by Eve Jackson there to get it into Carly. Missed her first one, but got her second one.
Ball knocked down by Delk in the hands of Murphy. Bertram's got it. Bertram right of the key, underneath to a wide open Delk, and she puts it in.
Great pass there by Elizabeth.
Carly Delk with all 6 of the 9 Trojanette points here in the third quarter. And the Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist from Elizabeth Bertram pushes the lead out to 27. It's 43-16. 9-2 run to start the third quarter within 3 minutes.
Yeah, but back with the pressure here, back with the starters, some things. Again, we're worried about what we do best, and so we've had a few turnovers, kicking the ball ahead in transition, doing some of the things that we like to do. So, again, trying to get into a groove for down the road for us.
Right. Cumberland County's basketball. Full court pressure applied by Barren County. It's almost picked up there. Here comes Maggie Morgan in the front court. Gets with the basketball to Patterson. Left side. Work it down low. Knocked away from behind, but it comes back to the Lady Panthers. Patterson has got it. They give it off in there to Morgan. Backed off for a 3. Here's Cooper putting it up. It's no good. Rebound taken by Elizabeth Bertram for the Trojanettes. Bertram crossover right. Spins back left. Throws it off in the left corner to Jackson. Now gives to Ennis. One-hand pass right side, Murphy. Back to Ennis. We'll fire it up for a 3. Yes!
Great job, I think, against the zone. We got to catch and shoot when we're open, and great job by Raven.
Yep, stolen away from behind. Katie Murphy's got it for Barren. Feeds it into Ennis. Had it smacked out of her hands and a foul on Morgan. It's going to be her third, team's third of the second half. Barren County's basketball leading by 30 now, led by 20 just 4 minutes ago. Nettles comes in to replace Patterson for Barren County. Anna straight away 3, no. Rebound in there by Katie Murphy. Throws it underneath the Delk, missed the shot, got her on rebound, no good. On the second try, and rebound of Lady Panthers. Here's a pass as Bertram tried to get to it. She did, but couldn't contain it, and out of bounds to the Lady Panthers. And the ball comes in the middle, and they break it off to Morgan. Feed it right side to Kraft, back to Morgan. Underneath the Nettles, puts it up, no good. And a flat-footed rebound there by Raven Ennis. Ennis pushing it down, crossover dribble down the lane, flips up the shot, and it goes in.
What a shot.
A little hesitation move there. And 48-16. We're trying to get that lead extended to a running clock here, Coach. 3:35 to go. Stolen. Here's Bertram getting it up and in for her 21st point of the ball game, and it's 50-16. A foul in the backcourt with 3:28. Got 1 point to go. Then we can drop out of the press. Well, we've started this second half just 16-2 run.
And again, back to the
things that we need to work on.
That's right.
I mean, this is what we need to work on.
That's exactly right.
People can complain and do what they want to do, but we've got to.
Yeah,
we got to make sure about ourselves here.
Make a run in the tournament. We will have to be able to press people.
Yep. Morgan gets a layup, makes it 50-18. And here's Ennis trying to work it to the left side. Whistle, a foul at 3:09 to play in the third quarter. And it's on 22. That's Maggie Morgan. That's her fourth. Team's fourth. So she's probably going to come out of the ball game, replaced by Katie Patterson. Ennis left to the hoop. Throws it in the left corner to Lockhart. Gives to Bertram. Here's Jackson, wide open, right elbow, shot, good.
Good looking shot there by Eve, good movement.
52-18, 3 minutes to play, third quarter. And Patterson with the basketball, right side, it goes to Cooper, back out to Patterson. Patterson now sends it off to Nettles, feeds it in the lane to a breaking Franklin, missed the shot, rebound to Raven Ennis, gets rid of the basketball up to Bertram. Bertram angles off left, throws it right. Jackson fakes, drives, goes to the basket, puts it up. It is no good. Rebound Carly Delk, back out to Ennis from 15 feet away. No good. Jackson getting the rebound, then threw it away. into the Barren County bench with 2:25 left.
Great hustle there by Eve and Carly on the offensive glass to give the Trojanettes a couple of extra shots at the basket.
Patterson will bring it in front court for Cumberland County. And gets it back from her teammate, which is Cooper. She'll bring it back out with 2:12 to go. Kraft, right side over to Patterson, out front. Patterson wanting the screen, goes right side over to Cooper. Cooper getting the screen from Nettles. Out to Kraft, left side, Franklin. Drives in, shot goes out of bounds. Give it back to the Lady Panthers, and Smith now will return to the Lady Panther lineup, replacing Nettles.
Good job there by Eve, just kind of stonewalling her there at the rim.
And Jackson slaps it out of the hands of Kraft, out of bounds in the right corner. So Lady Panthers will keep it. Kraft will toss it in. It comes out to Patterson. Patterson, bounce pass, high post right, Kraft. Gives it back to Patterson. Now gives to Cooper. Cooper over the left side now to Franklin. Franklin fires up a long 18-footer that's off the mark. Jackson with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Jackson sends it down to Lockhart. Fakes, drives into a lot of traffic, puts it up, a foul.
Good strong move right there by Macy Lockhart. Got fouled a couple of times there, but that's what you want to see is take that ball to the rim like that.
Fouls on Smith, her first, team's fifth. Macy Lockhart at the line for 2 shots. The first one is on the way, good. And that will start a running clock. 35-point lead now, 53-18. And the second one comes off. Rebound to Franklin for Cumberland County. Pass, gives it off. Right side, Kraft with it. Gives it back out front to Patterson. Minute 20 to play here in the third. Rest of this game will go pretty quick. As Smith throws it right side over to Patterson. Curls into the lane. Throws it off the left wing. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes off. Patterson comes up with it. Wide open. Kraft missing the shot. Annis with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Annis down the floor. Turns, free throw line. Throws it back to Lockhart. Gives it over to Jackson. Wide open look at a three. Short. And rebound to Kraft for Cumberland County. 47 seconds to play in the third. Patterson bringing it across the timeline. 42 seconds left. 53-18 now. Trojanettes in command. Kraft driving. Bounce off to Patterson to the right side. Comes back out left side over to Franklin. They go in the corner. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Jackson for the Trojanettes. Left side it goes to Lockhart. She drives in. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. Oh, missed it. Rebound tapped around. Puts it back up. No good. Delk trying to throw it back up and in and gets fouled.
Great strong move there on the rebound and the putback by Carly.
Foul was on Smith. Her second, team sixth. Makes it 55-18. And Carly Delk at the line. And her free throw's on the way. It's good. 13 for Carly Delk. 10 seconds to go here in the third period. It's 56-18. As the ball comes in. And it is Cooper driving right side off to Nettles. A shot of the way short. Ball tips out long, throwing it back up. It is going to come off the rim. That's the end of the third quarter. Barren County 56, Cumberland County 18. We'll come back for the final 8 minutes after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. 56-18. 50. One more quarter to go here in Burkesville. Trojanettes 56, the Lady Panthers 18. It's Cumberland County basketball to start the fourth. Cooper driving strong to the bucket, puts it up, and no good. Trying to get her on rebound. It's tapped back to Cooper. She saved it in bounds. Patterson in a lot of traffic goes up, and she's fouled. Foul is on Taylor Harlow, her first. And that's a second team foul of the Trojanettes here in the second half. At the line is Patterson. Has not scored tonight for Cumberland County. 67.7% foul shooter. Misses the first. Barren County outscored Cumberland County 22-4 in that third period.
Kind of matched the intensity that they had there in that first quarter, Jay.
Second one's good for Patterson. 56-19. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Raven Ennis in the right corner. Out to Lockhart. Swings it left to Bertram. Now Bertram back to Lockhart, right of the circle. Drives it down in the lane, puts up the shot, got it blocked, tried to get it back, chasing it down, and saved it. Bertram a three, good.
A good hustle there by Macy not to give up on that. Got it blocked and went and got it and then kicked it to Elizabeth for the open three.
Bertram with her third People's Bank three tonight. She's got 22 points on the evening. 40-point Barren County lead. Shot blocked out of bounds by Ennis. And
it's Lady Panthers ball on the block.
Yeah. Like Morgan went down on an ankle there, but she got up. Morgan in the right corner, driving with the left hand, going up for the shot. It is no good. Rebound tapped around, grabbed by Katie Murphy. Sends it up court to Ennis. Ennis stops and fires it off to Bertram. Fakes, drives, cut off, fire 15-footer, no good. And rebound to Nettles. Her and Morgan went for it there, and almost would have been a travel. 6:20 to play in the ball game. Patterson with the basketball. Left side, Morgan. Gives it off to Cooper. High arching three, no good from the left wing. Patterson got the offensive rebound, put it back in, and a foul. Fouls on Katie Murphy. That's her third. Barren County's third of the second half. And Patterson with a chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play. And it's on the way, and it's no good. Rebound to Katie Murphy. Just under 6 minutes to go. Barren County leading 59-21. Liberty Rice on the court. In the corner, Macy Lockhart. Right-hand side, back to Rice. Got Harlow posted down low. Can't get it to her. Murphy now directing traffic, trying to set it up. Right side it goes to Rice. Got Emma Hughes back in the ball game for Barren County. And then Murphy tried to bounce it inside. Their ball's kicked. It'll stay with the Trojanettes. Clock running here in the fourth. Cumberland County brings Smith back in, Kraft back in. Also, we got two Crafts, Emma Kraft and Cora Kraft. And also number 32, that is Kendra Coe. 5'8" freshman. Murphy sends it over the left side to Rice. Back over to Murphy. Back to Rice, top of the key, over the left side corner. Hughes pulls the trigger for three, misses everything. But underneath, Murphy got the basketball, gives to Lockhart. Throws it back up in the air and caught by Murphy on the left side. Back out to Rice. Back over goes to Murphy. Left corner, Hughes. Back out to Murphy. They give it to Rice. Right side corner. Here's Lockhart for a three. Good.
Good job there by Macy. Ready to catch and shoot.
Macy Lockhart getting the People's Bank three-point shot. 62-21. Smith gets rid of the basketball to Nettles. Nettles driving strong against Harlow. Puts it up and in.
Good move right there.
62-23. Rice trying to penetrate, but she traveled. Addison Smith, 5'2" freshman, checks into the Trojanet lineup. We got three freshmen on the court, along with Emma Hughes and Liberty Rice, the juniors. Coe on the left side. Kraft having to reverse it back out. That ball is going to come back into the back court. Not sure if it was tipped. I guess it was by Addison Smith. 3:45 to play. Right side with it is Smith. Lobs it back off to Kraft. They feed it in the lane, and it's knocked away. Loose ball. And Lockhart saves it in bounds. Addison Smith's got it up to Liberty Rice. Right side of the floor. Takes it down in the corner. Goes up the baseline. Throws up the shot. It's short. Underneath, Cumberland County comes out of there with it. Nettles gives it off to Kraft. Now she picks up her dribble. Needs some help out there. Timeout by Cumberland County just to get a couple of players in. And they got 24 Shelby Riley, a 7th grader. And number 10, Gracie Kraft, an 8th grader. So we got 3 Crafts on the court, Coach.
Well, 2 of them are sisters and they're cousins to the other one.
Okay. Ball's loose on the floor, scramble for, and coming out there with it, Addison Smith. Addison Smith stops right of the lane, gives it off to Harlow. And a collision. Offensive foul.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Crashed into Cora Kraft. Taylor Harlow, her second personal, number 4 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. 2:42 in the clock running. Emma Stewart, Michaela Smith, Graceland DeWeese, Addison London on the court for Barren County. We're down to 2.5 minutes to play. And it's Riley with the basketball for Cumberland County. Bounces it out to Emma Kraft, or Gracie Kraft, that is. Gets rid of it to Coe, left of the circle. Sends it back over now to Cora Kraft, now to Emma Kraft. Back out to Gracie Kraft. Gracie Kraft, 12-footer off the mark. Rebound in there by Emma Stewart for the Trojanettes. Gives it off to Addison Smith. Down to the right corner. London will pull the trigger for 3. It's short. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up. No good. Rebound to Kraft. Emma Kraft for Cumberland County up the right sideline. 1:42 left. And now we got time call. To get a couple more players in. It's Kagan Walden, 7th grader. And let's see, who else came in there?
I think number 40 there, Jay.
Number 40. I don't have a 40 listed on the roster.
There you go.
So sorry about that. Went with what I had that the coach sent me. And
there you go.
I apologize, don't have a name. Might get it out of the scorebook or something there from Mr. Weaver. 1:17 left. Cumberland County still with the basketball. Cora Kraft. And the ball gets away out of bounds off the Trojanettes. We come down to 1 minute to play. Gracie Kraft gets it out to Riley. Started by Addison Smith. Bounce pass over to Gracie Kraft. Curls around to the top of the key into the free throw line area. And here's a 3-point shot that's an air ball. Graceland DeWeese comes out of there with it for the Trojanettes, but she walked. 40 seconds left in the game. As Cumberland County will toss it in. Cora Kraft down to 25 seconds. Ball gets away and chased down though by Walden. Walden now. And a foul called on the Trojanettes. Got to extend that game a little bit more, Coach.
Well, I guess with the running clock, it's a moot point, Jay, I guess.
7 seconds to go. Steal by London. Going to take it all the way to the rim. Lays it up and in. That will do it right there. The Trojanettes win it 64-23 over Cumberland County tonight. Trojanettes go to 22-6 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 4-21. Coach Piper Lindsay will be over for post-game comments. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. As Barren County wins a pair here tonight in Burkesville. Try to get Coach Piper Lindsay over here before we go to break, and then we'll come back with our CPC Commodities post-game report. And Coach Piper Lindsay joins me now. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's.